Hello, and welcome to Roll4It Divinity Original Sin 2 Game Master Mode Death in the Family, which is kind of a long name. Welcome to a new campaign of Divinity Original Sin 2, which is going to be a little bit different since it takes place in a game rather than just having this, conceptual idea of an RPG. We're actually going to be playing inside an RPG with the GM mode. Of course, we have Bentham, Lauren, and Josh rejoining us, but we also have Blue Jay. Hello.
Hi, I'm new. I'm Blue Jay. Me and Lauren match. It's great.
It's good. It's good. You have way better roots than I do. On you
well, bangs help. It hides everything. Yeah. Oh. Smart. We told the boys that they should all dye their hair blue too, but none of them really are committed.
Can we make that some sort of goal?
Don't want to look like Dan TDM.
We should totally have that as a goal.
I will buy them all blue wigs.
Patreon, yep.
If you tip more than a ridiculous amount today, I will dye my hair blue.
Oh my god, somebody do it. Yeah. Oh, that'd be so good.
You know what? I'm in.
Bentham will dye his beard peer blue. Pressure, you in.
Beard, I guess.
Oh no.
I was hoping you'd be the sensible one to be like, no, and I'd be like, well, we can't, I guess. Okay.
No, you're all in. So now you're all gonna have to dye your hair blue.
I immediately regret this.
Somebody make this happen.
Why would you regret this?
No regrets. No regrets.
It was fun.
We'll do it, maybe. All right, okay. Anyway.
Match your eyes.
Welcome to Roll4It. We're a bunch of your favorite YouTubers and streamers who do geeky role-playing streams and apparently maybe dye our hair blue. So, as per usual, you can support the show over on Patreon, where you can support us and allow us to pay our lovely cast and do ridiculous things like dyeing our hair blue. And of course, you can support us over here on Twitch. You can do the whole subscribe thing. Both Twitch and Patreon get access to our Discord, so you can have a lovely chat, discuss things about how terrible a GM I am, or whatever. I think that's the theme yesterday. Or, chat with the cast, because the cast are on there occasionally. Alternatively, on the Patreon, there's a load of different tiers, and you can get stuff like GM stuff, and player stuff, and like backgrounds on enemies, and a load of other details like that. Also after shows, which is quite interesting. Then there is also tips and bits, which go into the cup, which is today just above my head, and they will blow up, and that's a good thank you, people following right now. And those all interact and do physicsy stuff. So, since this is our first time having Blue Jay on stream, Blue Jay, do you want to quickly say who you are?
Yeah, sure. I'm Blue Jay. I am a full-time Twitch broadcaster over on twitch.tv/BlueJay. I started playing role-playing games about a year ago, and now it's pretty much my entire life. You can find me doing role-playing games here now on twitch.tv/Roll20. So 2 things that have roll in the beginning. And then also on twitch.tv/DND. So yeah, other than that, I've been playing a shitload of Divinity Original Sin 2 because it's such a good game. I'm like, I'm 80 hours in. I'm on Act 2, and like, I just love it so much. I spent 2 or 3 hours on like one combat because I just couldn't give up and go level. I was like, no, I can do this. Oh, I love it too much. It's such a good game. Yeah.
Yep. So, quick explanation of how this is going to work. Divinity Original Sin 2 actually does feature a GM mode, which allows you to make maps and peoples and items and put them all in positions. And then as a GM, I can interact with the scene. I can put down, say, fire over everyone's heads, give them statuses, move people around, possess enemies, while the players can interact with the scene as per usual. And then combat system works like a normal Divinity Original Sin 2 combat system. So bear in mind, those of you who are listening via the MP3, it might be a little bit hard to follow along. We'll try and describe things as we go along as per usual RPG stuff. So if people can describe what they're doing in combat, that'd be absolutely grand. But I think beyond that, we're probably ready to get started. So is there any other announcements today, Bentham? Do you know of?
I think we're covered.
Okay. In which case, we'll quickly go through people's characters so you can introduce yourself. Starting off with, I guess, Ensatina, since you are mostly the person who's got the connections to everyone else.
Okay, cool. My character is Ensatina Desmognathus. The last name is from the Latin for some kind of salamander. So, like, forgive me if I can't pronounce my own name.
Desmognathus.
Desmognathus.
I think it is.
Something like that. She is a lizard wizard, and she is currently trying to avenge the death of her family, who their house was burned down, by reaching out to her outlaw sister for assistance.
Okay, so I guess the quickest way there is to go to the outlaw sister, Glamon.
Glamon is a chicken bard. She never really fit in her noble life, and so ran away to the circus. I mean, not just the circus. I mean, she was an actor, she was an entertainer, but eventually her sister contacted her again, asking her to help with the revenge mission, which sounded like quite a lot of fun. So reluctantly, she went along and brought her best elfie friend with her.
So, best elfie friend, Adelia.
I keep wanting to make Adelia of the Axe. Is because she has two of them, but I don't think I can keep that accent up for long enough. So Adelia is an elf, a battle mage, an axe wielder, an eater of flesh, and she grew up in the circus because her family, her mother raised her there because her mother was a much more performative-oriented elf. Adelia didn't really fit into the performance lifestyle, so she mostly ran security, and then spent a lot of time making fun of Glamon. And so now they just hang out together, and it's great.
Okay, and in amongst all of that, Ragnar.
Ragnar Fastflint is the famed Selbo of the lands, who it's like a cell sword, but he doesn't like getting too close to his enemies. You might die that way. It's no good. It's no point doing a job if you're gonna die. You don't earn the money then. So he likes to stay away from combat, and he's a little bit down on his luck at the moment, trying to scrape together any money so he can continue to feed himself and become the true famed known Selbo that he was trying to and has been failing for a while. His bow is currently twig and some string because his jobs haven't been going great. But he's been hired for this job. Someone wants some vengeance. Sounds right up his alley.
No one else answered the ad.
Yep.
I can't imagine you were the only person who answered the ad. You walked in like this bow that still had leaves attached, and then Steve was like, yeah, okay. He's the only one.
I have a feeling that people in this area aren't really super sad that my family's gone. Because we're probably like not very super nice considering the lizard thing.
I was the lowest bidder.
Well, my house did just burn down, so maybe that's, yeah.
I will do it for dinner.
Oh dear. Also, chat, when I said ridiculous, you are basically almost at the point of ridiculous tips already.
I mean, you need to set a concrete goal.
A concrete goal. $500. I think we're at £500. I think we're at 400 and something already. So.
Are you all ready to dye your hair?
You did. We talked about your blue dye the other day. It would just, I'd get the name of you.
I told you what color. Yeah. Okay.
To be fair, if you don't,
it's happening.
It will wash out very quickly.
Okay.
I mean, only if you don't bleach.
Yeah.
So,
bleaching
like,
is...
Will a wig do? A wig's
no,
okay?
no.
Now I'm thinking about colours, and I want that kind of light cyan blue, which means I would have to bleach my hair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but we have to play a game.
Okay,
Think
so
about it.
after the hairdressing stream, okay, so you find yourselves at the Isle of Epidike, where Ensatina's family,
Yes. What was that name? I'm sorry.
The plural is hard to say. Degmognathuses live. They have a feudal overlordship of the village of Reuben, where you mostly grew up, Glamour ran away from, and you are aware that, unfortunately, recently, their estate burned down, taking all but one of your aunts. Unfortunately, your aunt did manage to escape with little Timmy, your ward, and is currently, as far as you know, in the village of Reuben. However, at the same time, you've heard awkward and worrying tales of a disease spreading in that region. Very localized to that region. It hasn't really spread outside. Of people who die after having a horrible pox, having boils that grow, and you've heard disturbing tales related to, people get up afterwards absolutely fine, and people get up after and they're shallow huskers themselves. Some people who get up, cough up, vomit, and start attacking people and going mad. Not particularly nice tales of this disease, and it certainly sets your spidey sense tingling since you are a wizard. And with that, we will drop you all in to the village of Reuben.
Josh, how many people in chat have you turned into chickens?
Only 3.
Keep track. You gotta keep track.
Checking.
I'm gonna go through them all. Don't worry.
Oh, I know. Oh. We tried to sneak when we arrived.
I'm gonna be a
I
puss.
was sneaking when we.
Yes.
Oh dear God!
So immature.
This is going to be this campaign.
You've given us too much power, E.
I know. I'm just going to drop fire on you. It'll be fine.
No.
What? I'm not sneaking. I don't know what you're talking about.
So as
I'm
you
a good
walk
one.
into the small portside village of Reuben, you notice some traders off to the side. In the distance, some magisters talking to a ship captain. A few ships in port. And a somewhat subdued atmosphere.
And a chicken.
And a chicken.
Glamour, did you do that?
It wasn't me.
Really?
It was like that when I got here.
Was it?
It was. I promise.
Is she still? Do you still turn people into chickens?
Why would I stop?
I thought that was
That's
just a
trick.
teenage. Oh dear.
It's
I
useful
should never
for
have called you back.
so many things. Don't you worry.
Do you know
I'm
what her
right here
catchphrase
now.
is now?
She has a catchphrase.
Mm-hmm. Come see Glamon and get your glam on.
It's
And Satina rolls her eyes so far back in her head that you can't even see the split iris anymore.
it
It's just
really
like-
draws the crowds. You've got to come and see my show.
As soon as this is over, you can go back to whatever you've been doing, and I will go back to not caring whatever you've been doing.
Well, that suits me. Okay, cool. Let's go.
Now, where's this relative of yours?
Where is this relative of mine?
As far as you know, all you know is that they managed to escape to the village of Reuben with your ward, little Timmy.
Well,
Just like talk to every child here.
I mean, certainly
Are you
not.
Timmy?
What?
Well,
Little Timmy?
Timmy,
Where's
that child
Timmy?
have a sword.
Timmy is
That
a
child really does not know how to use this weapon.
It's my
Timmy is
little
a-
wooden sword. We use it for practice play. I used to play with little Timmy. But he's ill.
I don't care. Oh,
Timmy-
so you're not Timmy.
No. Timmy's a
Timmy's
boy.
a male human child.
Oh. Why?
I imagine we don't exactly have to ask every kid we come across. You know what you know what Timmy looks like, right?
Come here, little girl. And she like kneels down like to be at the child's level.
Okay.
Did you say that Timmy was sick?
Yeah, he's sick. He's with the other infected.
Infected?
Yeah, they've been taken
Oh.
by the sickness.
Have you seen a tall lizard woman? But not me, and not this one. A different tall lizard woman.
Ooh. Okay. Make me a
Okay.
wits plus... Have you got any persuasion or anything?
I have 1 persuasion. Yeah.
In which case, right, so the way we're going to do a few checks like this, social checks and so on, aren't really in the GM mode because you meant to roleplay that. So there is a dice roller as well. So the way we're going to do this is it's going to be your stat above or below 10. So below is a negative, above is a positive. And if you have something like persuasion, it counts as double. So persuasion 1 is +2. So what's your wits?
10.
10. So there's nothing there, but you get a +2. So we can do a +2. And if you could roll me a...
Favorite.
D20?
Mhm.
Make it. Come on.
18.
18! Yeah!
Okay.
I did it!
Good start.
First roll of the game.
Well, I mean, I meant to be helping out my mum and pa sell stuff at the stall. If you could buy something, that'd be great. But yeah, no, I've seen her. Was her name Sassy, something like that? Yeah, she
That
was
sounds
ill.
right
She
for
wasn't
her
looking too good. They took her to the inn with the
She's
rest of
ill
the
as
infected.
well. Oh dear. Wait, so the inn, you said?
Yeah, they turned it into a makeshift field hospital.
Oh, that kid's got a good vocab.
He does. She's well raised. She hangs out a lot with little Timmy.
If you would please lead me and my companions to this hospital.
I mean, I could do.
Or do you require that I purchase something?
Oh, if you could purchase something, that'd make me mum and dad like damn proud. I haven't sold anything today.
I'm not concerned about your parents being proud of you.
Do you even have any money after your house burnt down?
Of course I still have money.
Mm-hmm.
Glamin, you're not one to talk.
I live a rogue's life. It's not important right now. She is the one paying.
Yes, I have money. Money enough to pay you all for your work and money enough to buy this child's entire store. She's lying.
Oh, if you want to buy the entire store, we'd be really proud. We can
I don't want to buy the entire store. I want to go see my aunt. You said that she was at the hospital. Lead the way, child. I'm trying to make her do it. Yeah.
You've already rolled like pretty highly. She's just gonna lead you there.
Okay.
As you walk through, you notice there's some fish over to the side that look pretty worse for wear.
Gross.
Along with a few ready-made caskets, some drunks, and a few guards. All of whom look pretty unhappy with the state of things. They do seem to be very much watching the inn.
Adelia definitely stops for a moment and like looks at what the drunks are drinking and then like turns up her nose and is like, not worth it.
Oh my! Do not even, Glamin.
Oh
no.
God!
I just.
Oh, not with this again.
Feathers start to swirl around Glamin.
I
You scare people pulling that all the time.
But it's funny. They find it funny.
What's
right?
funny?
Oh, do you want to see a trick, little girl?
Yeah, I love tricks.
No.
I love tricks.
Oh, not with this.
Now is
Well,
not the time.
That's pretty great.
If there's ever a time. Do not turn her into a chicken.
I like magic tricks.
Okay. Damn it.
What was meant to happen?
No, well,
And then Satina is just like looking at you like, I can't believe you forgot how to do the one spell that you do most often.
I did the spell fine. Don't worry, little girl. You'll see it later. It's a grower.
Yeah, sure.
That's what
Okay.
he said.
Very disappointing.
Yeah, I don't want to get any closer, but they repurposed the inn, and all the peoples are in there. Is ill.
Inside.
Well, yeah, it keeps them away.
And like she approaches the door as though she's just gonna like barge in.
Is it a good idea to go walking into a building full of sick people?
My aunt is in there. I'm not just. She is your last remaining relative, aside from me, whom I know you don't like very much. Also, one of the foremost researchers on pyromancy. Her life is incredibly valuable. Plus, what is this? A cold? They say people recover from it. It's fine.
I value my
Okay.
life a lot as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll
worst
follow
that
you.
happens, I have to put an axe in one of your heads, so.
I mean, if you want to stay outside, Ragnar, Adelia, what have you, but I am going in.
I'll go in.
I might stand by the
Stay
door.
by the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Glamon, suck it up.
You go then.
I already said I would. And don't worry, if you turn into a horrible zombie-like monster, I'll put an axe in your head too.
That's
Don't
so
be
convincing.
licking any of the people here. I know that
Oh, I'm sorry. Do all elves just go around licking things?
I haven't hung out with many of them, but from what I hear, yes.
It's not licking that. Never mind.
That's what elves do, then I'm sure all lizards have sticks up their asses.
Whoa.
Excuse me.
Haven't we been over this, Adelia?
Clearly,
Whoa.
what?
That you said.
We're
We're in a wooden building. Please don't.
Sorry,
Yeah.
my temper sometimes gets the better of me.
not
I
much has changed.
am a connoisseur of flesh. Do not take it without consent, and it proves very useful.
I'll believe it when I see it. Anyway,
You enter the
You don't have my
chapel.
bloody consent.
You can smell unwashed bodies, vomit, bile, human feces. Just the smell of stench of illness just hangs in this place. And behind it all, a vague smell of stale beer. It's not a particularly pleasant smell. You can hear people moaning and groaning in the background. As you walk down the steps, you notice that there does appear to be a lot of ill people who have been dumped on makeshift mattresses. An apothecary watching over them, and an idle bartender standing behind the bar, looking a little bit lost.
oh, this looks a bit worse than I expected. And she can't, like, can she, like, they all look, like, very, very sick. Is there, like, more than one lizard here?
Is there more than one child?
There is... Let me have a look around. There is one lizard. There is one child you recognize vaguely as Timmy underneath the boils and
Yeah.
the decomposing skin.
Gross.
There are no other lizards you can see. And the lizard you can see doesn't appear to be your aunt.
Okay. So I would go up to the apothecary, and ask in like a very haughty, like I always get what I want type of voice. I'll be like, "Where is my ward? Where is my aunt? Timmy is the boy's name, and Sashati is the lizard woman. You would know her. We've lived here for quite a long time."
Okay, you have the trait Noble, don't you?
Yes.
I'll give you a +2 to this roll then.
Yes. Okay. 13. Not as good as 18.
Not bad, though.
Not bad.
She purses her lips at your haughty demeanor, but begrudgingly stands up. I didn't accidentally just put that in my GM inventory. Nope, nothing. Whoops. Hey. Little Timmy's here. He seems to be the one that's holding up best against this, but, not great. Who did you say you were?
I am Ensatina Desmognathus, Timmy's caretaker.
I think I've heard of you. Oh, is that your sister? She ran away a long time ago. She's grown.
My aunt.
You mentioned me?
Oh,
Hello.
Your aunt brought
yes.
Timmy in.
Yes, this is Glammon. Yes, Glammon ran away. Glammon's back, but Glammon will be away again soon. Don't worry about the chicken thing.
I can come back if you want. Do a show once, things have cleared up.
Not the time.
Behind them, I'm just walking up to one of the people, like, ugh.
Adelia is
Momentarily tempted to poke one of them with my bow, and I'm like, oh, holy shit.
ignoring the sick people. She's actually walked over to the bartender and wants to kind of look around that area of the room.
Oh, is anyone playing some sort of...
Oh, that's my alarm. I'm so sorry.
I'm just wondering, like, if something's gone dreadfully wrong on my end.
I thought it was the game sound.
I was like, there's some sort of weird bell sound.
I'm sorry. That was my alarm.
I thought it was the game. I was like, oh, Eve made the music on this time really loud. Like,
I was like, I turned down the game sound. I'm sorry. It's really early.
It's okay.
Is that your alarm to wake up?
Yeah, that was my waking up alarm. I'm
know.
sorry.
Your aunt brought little Timmy in. Timmy's not doing so great. But your aunt, she's not doing even remotely as well.
Wait. My aunt is sick and she's not here in the hospital being cared for.
Your aunt passed.
Wait.
Wait, sorry, is someone dead?
It's my aunt.
Oh, you keep away, Elfew. These flesh aren't for you.
And and Satina probably does that whole I'm gonna swallow back this feeling of grief because that's happened a lot recently, and tries to just recover herself, but is probably standing there taking it in for a minute.
Well, she did pass, and then she came back and she started. Well, she tried to attack little Timmy. We had to lock her in the other room.
Wait, you're trying to tell me that she died and then is undead?
I don't know. I'm not a mystical person, but I'm pretty sure she died.
And that there's a whole bunch of people ill with that same thing in this room?
Yes.
I start stepping back up the stairs.
And I turn to Glamon and I say, I know that you've been gone a long time, but you are aware, as am I, that once a member of our family dies, they must be committed to the sacred fire. We can't allow her to continue in this half-living, half-dead state.
What is it about you, Desmognaths, and fire?
It's not just us. Have you never met another lizard?
You're the only lizard family around here. I mean, apart from that one.
We
She
can't
points
be.
over at the other one.
Wasn't there another one when I was here last? I don't know. Anyway, yes, let's stick with tradition.
You will show us where the Shati has been kept? And
well, she's in here in the storeroom. I mean, if you're gonna open the door, then I'm gonna step away. That's
yes, retire to safety.
Adelia has already frustratedly drunk whatever was left in the mugs on the bar and just this is why you don't need the circus. This is where my mother said don't need the circus. They don't understand else outside the circus.
okay, what is your constitution?
It's 11.
Okay. Do you have anything about that might help you versus drunkenness?
She lived in a circus.
I mean, I did live in a circus.
Were you a barbarian?
Constitution.
You're barbarian, aren't you?
Charm.
I think you're a barbarian, right?
I am a barbarian.
Yeah, I'll give you a +2 because you're barbarian.
Mystic barbarian.
7. In which case, I'm going to call that a fail.
How much alcohol was on the bar?
Not enough to get you very drunk, but enough that I can give you a status effect.
Perfect. Never leave the circus. It's not worth it. Don't leave the circus.
Maybe it wasn't beer. Maybe it was something a little stronger.
There was someone had put a shot of whiskey in their beer.
Oh man, I love it. She's got bubbles. I think I turn to both of you and I say to Ragnar and Adelia, and I'm like, you aren't family. So if you would rather not handle this with us, I understand. This isn't part of our deal, but I can't allow my aunt to exist in this state.
I got 2 X's, and I got your aunt's name on them. What is her name?
Shanti?
Perfect. This one is Va, and this one is Shanti.
When you say sacred fire, is that like a particular fire, or is that just any old fire?
Oh, it's very literal.
This kind of fire.
All right, I knock a fire arrow. I'll stay back here though. You know, I'm good at heights. Heights are good.
And there's a little bit of a like your stature and heights, but she doesn't say anything.
Good.
Okay.
Axewoman, would you like to get the door?
Bring it! She raises her axe and opens the door.
As you approach the door, behind which Sashati Desmognathus has been locked, you can hear a low keening and sound of claws on wood. You get to vote about which player should open the door. Player 1 is Glamour, player 2 is Ragnar, player 3 is Adelia, player 4 is Ensatina.
I mean, Axewoman should open the door. Are you okay with that, Adelia?
Oh yeah, no. She's buzzed enough to not really care, and also angry enough to definitely not care.
Cool.
She has a calm demeanor until you piss her off. People have just
She
been
gets like this
ragging on
sometimes.
elves.
Okay. In which case, as you open the door and unlock it, it bursts open. I need you to make a finesse check. Anything else you've got for dodging?
I don't dodge.
Okay.
Alright.
What's your finesse, Adelia?
She just gets hit.
Delia is not a dodger, she's a soaker.
What's your finesse then?
Me?
Yeah.
What's my... Which one do you want?
Finesse.
Finesse? 10. I don't have any bonuses for finesse.
Okay, that will be a flat 1d20 then.
See,
Roll
wait, that
well.
last- Oh my god. Guys hate me! What the fuck is this?
As you
was
open
a
the door,
5.
it bursts open in front of you, and you are knocked down by it.
No. Elves.
Can I not try and stand my ground? I mean, I rolled a 5, so it probably doesn't matter.
You've rolled a 5. You're caught off balance and knocked to the ground. However, out of there bursts what can only be described as
Sorry.
a horrible corpse. Where once there were flowery, frilled ears, they have kind of drooped and decomposed, leaving a skull, a shortened neck, a rib cage that has sort of contracted inwards, and you can see the outline of ribs with flesh tight around them. I am going to turn off peace mode.
Oh, disgusting.
Ooh.
The Shanti Desmognathus Keens.
Oh god,
And
there's a lot of things running around behind us.
People are scared. Can't really blame them.
Okay.
I
Oh.
thought they were all asleep.
I mean,
They're very, very ill.
It's me to start. I'm just going to start with a normal arrow, I think.
That.
some of them got up and some of them did not.
I just want
So
to stand
from-
up. I'm gonna grab this.
From atop the stairs, I fire an arrow down on it, and I miss. That was 95% chance to hit.
Oh.
I didn't
Arrow
know we were
playing by the
moves
XCOM
past
rules.
the horrific corpse and just hits the door. Ding!
At least it didn't hit me.
I quickly go, oh damn it, and take a second shot.
That one fares a little
There
bit
we go.
better.
No. Ah.
Just had to get the right angle.
She hit me.
Hmm.
Rude. It's my
Wait.
it's
I-
Your turn, Lemon.
Yeah, I am unclear on how the backstabbing stuff works. There's a cone. If I just move into it, that works?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stabby, stabby.
Stab, stabby.
All right. So,
Critical
gosh,
miss.
she's barely taken any damage.
It's cool. I'm standing.
Your turn.
But I...
You look ready.
That's what I did on my turn. Ready.
Ow!
I'm so sorry, Lemon.
No, you're not.
Isadina bursts with fire and sets fire to both her aunt and Glamour.
I'm doing better, but
I'm becoming a fire mage.
Sorry, Glemon.
Look, don't apologize. We've been through this before.
Yes, well, I'll fix it. It's fine.
I'll fix you.
You're fine. Don't worry.
Oh. That's the best. Oh, I got, is that fortified?
Yes.
To
That was
douse
me.
the flames. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
For the audio people.
Back to me. I think.
God,
Well, let's be
I'm-
fancy. I'm going to fire. I'm going to use the pin down, which I guess means I just like fire an arrow at the foot, and it
Jeez.
totally hammers into the foot and nails them down.
Nice.
I mean, at least you can't get out of the way.
Hmm.
Apart from that, only got one action point left. I'm just going to get to higher ground.
Is he running away? That merc you got?
And it looks like Sashati's down, huh?
Oh yeah, burned. Well,
Do you? And I turn to the bartender, and I'm just like, do you have some water for the boards that are on fire?
As you say that, you notice behind you, several other figures have risen.
oh
God.
no.
Oh dear.
Wait, what's
no,
happening?
not
I thought
Timmy.
it's dead.
Are you
Is your ward okay?
Timmy? Timmy?
Timmy seems fine.
Timmy seems fine, just paralyzed with fear. However, there are others.
Okay.
Oh god, where did I put the fire barrel?
Right
They all
there.
start lumbering towards us. I'm like, I'm going to want extra pay for this.
She doesn't have any money. And I'm going to tentacle whip the one
Oh,
closest
you
to us.
tentacle whipped the wrong person.
Oh, whoops! I accidentally tentacle whipped the person standing inside of the now risen infected.
The infected seems to be grappling him, and as you go to whip him with your tentacle lash, you end up hitting the person who was grappled, like cutting open his face with the side of your suckers.
Lemon!
Yeah?
Hit the people that we're supposed to hit!
Do I have to? How can I tell?
Turn it into a chicken!
Oh, I don't. I can't. I'm not close enough. I'm gonna move.
A good idea.
You can also hold your action for later in the turn.
I mean, not
Ooh,
once you've
okay.
already
Is that
started.
end
No,
turn?
not since you've already started, though, yeah.
Do I end turn that?
Yeah. Your action points
Okay.
carry over to next turn, though, so you get extra.
Ah.
All right. I am going to. I turn to Adelia, and I say, "Pull yourself together," and I cast haste on Adelia, so you'll
Nice.
have better recovery and stuff. And then I'm gonna go to Sashati and like say some kind of, I don't know, lizard prayer or something.
Okay.
And that's gonna end my turn.
Right, with that, the apothecary is going to attempt to help out. She runs up behind the nearest infected. Are any of you particularly injured? Not
Mm,
really.
I got
I
set on
accidentally
fire.
I'm
set
fine.
Glamon on fire. Glamon on fire.
How do you not have resistance to fire as a lizard?
I think I do. Yeah, I do. 10% though.
Yeah.
Not a very good lizard.
Oh,
We have
God.
potions for that.
The tavern keeper runs up and hits the infected with a hot saucepan. She does fire damage, but it's a hot saucepan. Adelia, you're up.
Delia sees these infected, knows that she needs to pull herself together, and is like, I'm not done getting up on one. Focus fire. So she's gonna run over to it and then just crippling blow. So she's gonna attempt to try and get the right one. God, they're so close together. Nope.
Yeah, it's so hard to hit the right one there. Give me a sec. I will actually move as a GM.
It's okay. I think
The moldy cheese guy.
If I can try and get the moldy cheese guy. He is quite moldy.
No, I got him. All right.
Oops.
Oh, he's dead. You killed him. Good.
Oh, God. You killed one of the infected. Oh, dear. But
And
it's an
then he's like,
infected
they're all
civilian.
gonna turn. Fuck this.
Adelia, calm down, dear.
My bad, she calls out. But I call the snack.
God.
She's joking. It's a joke.
I'm joking. Can't an elf make a joke about eating someone's flesh?
Not around my sister.
A little insensitive.
Ensatina, your prayers
Yeah.
make you feel a little bit more encouraged now that you have
Aw.
managed to put your aunt
Man.
to the
I
grave
feel a little
properly.
bit stronger.
You do.
That apothecary is handy with a knife.
That apothecary is Losa.
Okay. Infected doesn't like Adelia, so turns around and it punches
You
Adelia.
killed my friend. Oh god, there's another of them. How many shambling zombie corpses are there?
Uh-oh.
Ragnar!
Stay back, you weird zombie thing!
Turn around, Ragnar.
Turn around.
Ragnar, behind you! Ragnar!
Turn around.
Goal eyes. Every now and then your arm falls off.
Only every once in a while, though. It's fine.
The other one
Stick it
stalks
right
up behind
back on.
Adelia. And another one.
Wait, is that one alive? Oh, that one's the Swiss cheesiest of them all.
So many dead people. I made such a mistake.
Shamble. See, I told you they were all gonna turn. As one turns as it walks towards her. This is why I asked them questions!
Right. So I've just had one come running right up to me. I could petrifying touch, but I think that will then immediately run out again. So I won't get. Oh no, I can use that. Yeah, I'm gonna say, not so fast. I'm gonna call upon my dwarven heritage to petrify him. That's more like it, and then let's go for
The shambling corpse
some
just...
sort of arrow.
A stone just covers it, and it freezes in place.
That's an unattractive statue.
It really is.
Super awkward placement.
Just push it backwards a little bit.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
for a
just
standard
shove it.
arrow. Straight to the face. Because I don't have a melee weapon, so I'm just like, I guess I just put this to your face and then pull the string.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Oh
The bartender
dear.
just got poisoned.
Oh dear. Save
on.
I go, hold on, I'll be down in a second.
Save the drunken bartender.
I'm gonna try and backstab this infective we've been ganging up on. I don't think it worked, though.
That was
I
more
think
of a front
it's
stab.
facing the wrong way for backstab.
Oh, okay.
You might need to have it on, like, have stood on the table.
In fact, it does take a good bit of damage, though.
Wait, no, that's the wrong one.
Chicken?
Solve all my problems. Damn it. Okay.
Wait.
Hey,
there's-
It doesn't
Wait,
have any
physical
physical armor. Give me a
armor.
sec. I can fix that. I think that's a bug. Just put it on pause. for a second.
Seriously, what's with not being able to turn things into chickens? You have one job!
You have
No,
one.
no, wait
job.
a second. I've got this, and then hopefully it works. I don't know what he's gonna do, but I run up to the ganged up one, and I'm like, okay, let's fix this the way I fix everything. Chicken time.
As far as I can tell, it doesn't have any armor on. I'm guessing it's somehow got negative armor, which is a bug that can happen occasionally. But, however, I can just force it to have the chicken status. How long does your chicken status normally last?
I have no clue. It
will say on the
says
spell.
2 turns.
2 turns of chicken. Okay.
I
Finally,
shake
you're
my
useful.
head. Okay, so my wands do poison damage, which will heal undead people. So I'm kind of useless.
Uh-oh.
I think I say to everybody, you need to get out of the way. I can handle this, but you're in the path of my flames, and I'm gonna delay my turn.
Okay. As the corpse
Feel
of
like the
Sashanti on
undead
the floor
that's
begins to
behind
just
me.
smoke.
We need to
It's going
finish the
take a
burning.
whack at me. I guess your spell was a grower.
Or a shrinker. I mean, it's shorter now.
I didn't realize it was that cold outside.
Oh dear. The infected in front of you whacks you in the back, Adelia, doing a good amount of damage.
Oi! Rude!
Apothecary heals herself, and then hearing Satina say that,
Yeah, get out of the way.
GTFOs.
she's going to move around there and then do a backstab. And then move some more.
Yup.
Good idea.
No, not me, the chicken. Ow!
Get out of the way, tavern owner.
Tavern owner is, going to get out of the way. Likewise, I'm going to hit the infected in the back with the saucepan.
Thanks.
Get
Adelia,
out
you're
of
up.
the way.
Adelia, hearing that, seeing previously the fire, is like, yeah, I probably shouldn't be in the path of the fire. But, also, I want to wreck some stuff. I actually have no idea if this does friendly fire, so I don't think so. So she like raises up both of her axes and is like, oh, fuck this shit!
Let's hope the tavern owner does. Oh, nice.
Slams them
Nice.
Except for they have physical armor. Those two that shouldn't have armor still.
Oh,
and
the
then it's
other
like,
infected.
and
Oh, the other
back
thing
up.
that I thought I sorted that on. Okay, give me a sec. I can sort that as well.
Okay, anyway, how many AP do I need? 1? Okay, I have enough. So I'm gonna go to here. And then, sorry about any property damage. You know how it is.
Hey! It's my tavern! What are you doing?
Careful!
Sorry, Glemon.
Stop doing it then!
And she says it in a way that's like,
If you're actually sorry, you would stop setting me on fire.
I don't think so, because I'm sorry, but I would still set you on fire if I could.
Well,
Right, so this guy's
remind me to turn you into a chicken.
Bring it!
stood right in front of me. I'm gonna.
Why are we friends?
where'd all this water come from? Is Timmy okay?
This is proper
It
British
was a water
friendship.
barrel that got hit by the fire.
Passive aggression.
Timmy has more HP than he should.
I'm like, enough of this already, and I'm just like,
yeah.
arrow, arrow, arrow into this, like, directly into this guy's
Okay,
face.
give it a go. The infected
one.
takes one
Take-
arrow straight into his face, lodges
he
there in
take
the side
any
of his
damage?
cheek. He took damage. He's now on 13 out of 17 health.
He'd already taken damage. I'm confused. I try again.
You took some damage.
No, he's not. He didn't take any damage from either of those attacks. He's still on 13.
Oh, it's a physical armor bug. I can reduce his health anyway, so his health should be on 1 because he did 2 lots of 6.
How much do I have?
Chicken has run away.
Yeah.
Get that
Dude,
chicken
you
out
can't
here.
get away from me, chicken.
What's going on?
I think that counts there. We'll see. Backstabbing a chicken. Wha-bam! Oh, it burst! That's new. It's not a chicken anymore.
Save me a leg.
I don't think you want to eat this. It looks gross.
Yeah, probably not.
Ah, you bugger.
Adelia surveys what is still alive.
The two on the ground are still alive.
Cool. So she's gonna go up to one of them. I think, seeing that they are on fire, a lot of my things are on a cooldown. So she's just gonna
Protect Timmy.
flurry it? I don't think I can.
And Satina powers up, this kind of like...
There we go.
Oh god, no.
That's the bartender on
The
fire.
bartender is now on fire, but you did manage to destroy one of the infected. That was good.
She takes her axes and just like... Oh, sorry.
This is probably why the people of the town don't like us very much.
The tavern owner's
You
going
get the
down
feeling
soon.
there's an element of truth to that.
And that's gonna end her turn.
And Satina?
Yes, quite. Who remains? You're dead. You're not dead. I'm sure we can put all this out after, and then she just throws flaming daggers at her last. Oh wait, there's still one behind.
Yeah, more fire encompasses a section of the bar and the tavern owner, but there is one lingering, barely holding on at the top of the stairs, fighting Ragnar.
Well, I can't. I'll heal it if I hit it. So she turns to Ragnar, sees the undead, and she's like, "You got that, right?" And then just like
I'll be fine.
turns back to survey the flames.
You could just punch it.
No, I can't. I can only
Oh.
attack with my weapons, and my weapons have poison damage, so it would heal undead.
Oh.
The apothecary pulls out a vial, chucks it up at the ghoul, and that corpse just suddenly sways from side to side and goes... "Ah, ah." The tavern owner is...
Oh no.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah, stop, drop, and roll. Doesn't he have the drunk bubbles too?
Yeah,
No, they're poison bubbles.
they're
That's
poison
poison.
bubbles. He's poisoned and on fire.
Yes, I might be able to save him if I can get there quick enough.
At least the infection won't spread.
He just
Not
runs
if he
through
runs
the
away
water
from me, though.
repeatedly.
No, Timmy.
Wait,
He's
is
just like
water
running
there?
around in the water.
Yeah, he's just trying to run through the water, trying to put himself out.
Go save the tavern owner. We don't need any of the civilians dying more than that already have. And she eyes Adelia like,
It was infected. You saw what happened to the rest of them.
Can I get over to him? I don't think I can because he moved away.
how far is the range on the first aid?
I'm not sure. I think you have to be really close.
You can click on it and check range.
All right. I'm not good at understanding how these ranges work.
Can you click on him?
Where he is? Where is he?
Ragnar just
Oh,
stands at the
right
top of the
now.
stairs, hands above his head, power channeling around him, and he tries to figure out if he can
No,
hit him or
I
not.
need to run up to him. I will spend 3 action points to get as close as possible, which is not
Run
close
through
at
the
all.
fire.
I could take a shortcut through the fire.
Maybe if you get rid of the infected.
No, this guy's gonna die on his next turn.
Oh.
The infected only has
Just
1
trying
HP, it's fine.
Trying to work it out. I gotta get the right angle. 3 AP.
I will say you
get-
can, if you spend action points, you can choose to try and put the fire out on him by like just grabbing a rug and trying to put him down if you want, and I'll make you roll for it. Roll for it.
Right, I've got as close to him as I can. Let's see if this works. He's just in range.
Do it.
I just run down like, I've got you, I got you, I got you. Boom.
The tavern owner barely holding on. The fire just peters out, the poison dissipates. Glamour, how is still on fire?
Glamour, we fine.
Clement's fine.
Oh,
Well,
I see your health's really low as well.
6 HP.
Don't help me, this takes 4 turns to recharge.
Well, running on fire through the tavern, I shout at Ragnar, "Oh, I guess I'll take care of the infected then." Can I? That's a good question.
Clement,
Do I have
lie
a
down in
range?
that pool of blood.
Yeah, roll in
Slide?
it. Just roll in
Roll in it. You get morbid when you're drunk.
There is a
And
water
more
barrel
of them
next to you, by the
sober.
way. If you hit that water barrel, it will put you out.
Oh yeah, there's one
Oh.
right next to you.
And how do I hit it?
I'd say do that.
Select it.
Basic
Yeah,
attack.
just melee attack it.
It's the gold one in the one slot. Hey.
Oh, cool.
The water bursts, covering you and putting out the fire.
Oh, but definitely don't hit that oil barrel while you're on fire.
There's...
Why do you have a barrel of oil in this tavern?
So they can deep fry their food.
Yeah.
Oh, there it
Deep-
is.
deep
Okay.
fry.
It's a fish and chip tavern. It's next to the sea. Well,
Exactly.
lagoon.
How
but-
else do you even get that battered fish and chips, man?
I can't get close enough to attack the thingy now.
Yeah, I also have to state that we're all doing blue hair.
Yay!
Oh.
What have we done?
Oh well, I'll just save my AP points.
For blue hair. It'll take you 3
Yeah,
AP.
you need a couple AP points for that blue hair.
Yep.
Mm.
Okay,
I'm so
Adelia.
ready for next session. It's gonna be great.
There's one of these left. Right? At the top of the friggin' stairs.
Yep.
I think I have just enough to do a basic melee attack on it. She's just like, does someone else have to take care of it? Did I hit the apothecary? No.
There was
It's
a
like
problem with
suddenly
it.
really worried that I hit the wrong person again. She's like, oh my god, do I have to finish everything? Stomps up the stairs and is just like, fuck this.
And with
So
that,
glad
you
you're
lodge
here,
the
Adelia.
axes in the back of its spine and pull down, separating the bottom of its ribcage, its spine flopping out. It collapses to the ground with a slight weird delay. You look around the tavern, which is partly on fire, partly covered in water, and contains quite a few burnt dead bodies.
I
Alright,
go
good work,
over to
everyone.
the bodies of the infected and like check them out and see if I can learn anything about the nature of the disease.
Okay.
I'm running around putting out the fires.
The tavern owner runs up to Adelia and goes, "Hey, what do you think you're doing? You hit me with that axe, set me on fire. My clothes are ruined."
Alright, next time I'll let some weird zombie monster eat your face off. How's that sound?
I need you to roll an intimidation check.
Can I get 2 bonuses, 1 for each axe?
You can get a 2 bonus for being a barbarian. What's your strength?
My strength is 11, so
Plus
plus 1.
one. Okay.
Alright, let's do this. Fuck these dice!
Yeah, you don't have very good luck with them.
It wasn't particularly high DC because of all the stuff he's been through. He goes, "Just want you out of here, like, as quickly as possible."
I'll be
Alright,
taking
fine.
Sashati then. I
Yes.
pick up the body to burn later.
So Adelia will actually, like, again, she's a connoisseur of flesh. So she's hesitant, but she also knows that there may be information for her if she does it. But seeing how poisoned it is, she's probably gonna, like, dry heave slightly, like a little bit of vomit in her mouth and be like, I can't do that. Hope we find information some other way.
So in lore, EE would, because I know that like long time rotten flesh doesn't give elves anything, but eating flesh actually heals you. So would eating poisoned, because it's not poisoned, it's infected.
Yeah.
It depends on the disease, and you have no idea what this disease is. So it's up to you to draw your conclusions from what you've seen.
I am a mystic barbarian.
Can she roll to know? See if she
Yeah,
would
both
know.
of you can roll. What's your intelligence, peeps?
I've got an 11 intelligence, and I am lore master.
Okay, Lore Master 1, so that's be +2,
Yeah.
that's +3. Plus Mystic,
then
so I'll
I
give you a
also
2 for that,
have-
a 5.
I mean, as an elf, I do have the talent Corpse Eater.
So I'll give you that as well, that's +2, so that's a 7. And then if you can roll me that, and
Can I like be helping? Because I'm also looking at the dead bodies.
Yeah,
and if
yours should be slightly different. So yeah, that's definitely a pass. Adelia, it depends on the disease. Like your constitution could deal with a lot of disease because it goes into your like digestive tract, which will like get quite a lot of. It will destroy quite a lot of the disease. However, something like this looks kind of mystical, and if it's related to anything alchemical or a spell or something, that wouldn't get destroyed by your digestive tract, and that would maybe have an effect on you.
She like takes a moment, like sniffs it, like we're good.
And Satina, what's your
However-
intelligence?
I also have a +1, and I also have Lore Master and Scholar is my tag.
Okay. And I will give you.
No, my intelligence is +2. Sorry.
Oh,
+2.
okay. And I'll give you another +2 because you are a wizard for this.
I am a wizard.
Wizard lizard.
Wow. Also knows.
28.
Hell yeah, Granny!
Hey.
Okay, so that would be a natural 20 plus the 8. That is one hell of a pass. Looking down all the corpses and the few civilians who are alive. No, actually, the only civilian left alive is Timmy, who is infected.
Timmy.
Standing there, holding his arm to himself, you notice there's a like horrific, just bit of flesh starting to hang off. This seems to be that maybe they've ingested something. As it seems to start from their mouth, you notice that the mouths are starting to tear back around the gullet, and like you can see the gums. There were like symptoms of food poisoning to an extent, like vomiting, etc. They've definitely eaten something that's really disagreed with them. And you would see that your fire spells did work pretty well on them. It did do a good job of trying to cleanse the area. You would suspect that there's definitely something that they've eaten, and you're not sure if it would be contagious or not. You suspect it would be maybe contagious, but it'd be pretty hard for it to jump, whereas eating seems to have really caused it. And yeah, you can relate the fact that eating whatever it is does seem to definitely affect people to your lovely elf friend.
Okay, so yeah, I think I was studying the corpses, and I'm like coming to these conclusions, and I like hear Adelia kind of making retching noises, and I turn around, and I'm just like, I hope you didn't eat any of that.
Connoisseur.
I don't even know what that means.
It means No, I didn't eat any of them. I have no intention of consuming the flesh of the diseased infected in this room.
It's probably for the best. And I think I would go to the tavern keeper. And I want to, I apologize for singeing his property. And then I think I would want to ask him, like, did all these people eat any of the same things recently? Having been the innkeeper, you're probably more party to people's eating habits than most.
Aye, well, we're a port town, you see, and I mean, we tend to mostly eat fish and whatever we catch. But there's been some problems recently with the fish. I mean, you're better talking to one of the ship captains or maybe the fish sellers outside. But he hasn't been good for the fish this season. He really hasn't.
Hang on a second. I mean, and I look over at a barrel full of rotten, like poisoned fish, or fish, and we're like, what was that about fish you were saying? How do you not know about all these gross-looking fish over here?
Hey, well, those are the ones we had to throw away. They weren't good enough to be able to actually cook. There's not been
thank
many.
God for that. These look disgusting.
Thank you for your advice, and I think that let's see, how much do I have? I would lay down, like, I don't know how much a bench costs. I put like 2 gold coins on the counter and like act like it's like, yes, here you go for your trouble. Can I just like give the guy 2 my gold coin? Yeah.
He's kind of unimpressed with 2 gold for the amount of burning you did. But he's not really in a position to argue right now, and he's kind of still scared of Adelia to an extent.
We also put out the fire. It's fine. So
I'm in the background running around, stamping out random fires, going, bloody pyromancers. It had to be pyromancers.
Adelia goes over to the fish barrel, and I think she's going to take one of them, and because she wants to figure out, like, she's not going to taste test this, but she wants to try and figure out if, like, the poison or the offness of the fish is similar to the offness of the people.
It certainly smells similar. You can smell a certain weird chemical undertone, which does smell similar between the two, like a putrid, sort of very pungent, acidic smell.
Yeah, she's gonna take one of the fish with her. If there's like is there like a Ziploc bag she can put it in?
No, you can have like a waxed sack.
Perfect. She puts a fish in a wax sack. I will take one of the... I guess I've taken 3 of them.
The tavern owner does not mind you taking some horrible putrid fish.
And she looks at him and she's like, it's not for eating. It's for learning.
Hey, sure, you elves have got some weird habits.
Leave the circus, Glemon said. They'll all be nice to you, Glemon said.
Hey, you're from the circuit. That explains things.
She walks away.
The apothecary walks over to the tavern owner and says, "Hey, Jacob, you're gonna give them Sishanti's belongings, right?" Yeah, I was totally gonna do that. Definitely. Aye. And the tavern owner pushes a small bag of gold onto the counter.
Oh, now you can give him more than 2 gold coins.
So with that, you all, to begin with, level up.
Boom!
And you also get... I assume you're going to split the gold equally? You don't have to if you don't want to.
I'm pretty sure that's not how Ensatina works.
Okay, and Satina, you can have all the gold.
I think it's
I guess
Ensatina
we
takes
choose-
it and then she pays us or we kill her.
When the money's handed over, I'm like, so about time pay got handed out, right?
You muted.
You muted.
Sorry.
Muted.
Sorry, my bad. We need to gear up for this mission, and pay will be divided according to need.
I point
need
to
a
the
lot of
leaves
stuff.
that are still on my bow.
Anyway, Glemon, you're going to take our aunt, right?
I suppose I was. But, you know, she's quite heavy.
Oh my
and
god. Adelia goes in.
You know, it might help
Sorry.
lighten your load. I can...
Hands are over her shoulder.
No, well, if you've already got her, then I don't.
Yep.
But, like...
Lemon starts going into the like fingernail preening. You know, she's
God.
heavy. While mocking her the entire time. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm a giant lizard, but I can't do anything unless they're a chicken.
You've got some burning lizard on you, Insatiate.
In which
Anyway.
case,
Oops.
I will try
No,
and find a
Adelia.
corpse for you to be carrying.
Thank you.
There you go. There is a corpse on the ground.
You can pick that up. Gross.
How do I pick it up?
Oh, it looks like it's just
I can open it. I can open the corpse.
Oh, it's technically it's a container, not an item. Okay. I don't think there is actually a corpse you can carry.
You can carry like torsos.
Yeah,
They're
I'll get your
torso
torso.
objects.
We only need this bit of him.
The rest of it got burned off.
In which case, rotten torso.
Lovely. Yeah, pick up that dismembered torso.
Oh, I just throw it in my bag.
It's fine.
And I will name it. I'm going to rename it for you. To Auntie.
Auntie X.
Auntie Desmognathus is torso.
Gross.
There you go.
Everything that I've wanted and more.
Okay. Thank you, Adelia. And she like side eyes Glamon, like, please. And then I think she would also thank the apothecary and begrudgingly thank the tavern owner who wasn't going to give her aunt's stuff.
It's fine.
And then I think, yeah, she's also going to go up to the apothecary and say, this disease is not, it's not natural. It's definitely got a tinge of magic to it. We're going to do our best to find the root cause, but please take care of Timmy. He's all he's all we got left.
Is that Tina?
If he says "God bless us, everyone," I will kill him.
I feel bad.
Yeah, don't go eating any more of that fish, okay?
What fish?
Ew. And she does this thing where it's like, you know, when you're not like great at like physical affection, but you're trying to like be like physically affectionate. She taps him on the head,
And then his hair like falls out with a bit of skin still attached.
And then like wipes the like whatever like on her robe, and she's like, "I'll be back. You just don't eat any fish."
Oh, okay.
Well, let's go on. I sidle up to Glamon. Like, do you think he's gonna turn?
Do I have a history with this kid, or I've never met him before, have I?
I mean, how long have you been at the circus?
Very, very long time.
Then
He's
you
probably not
don't
that old.
Look at him.
Okay.
He's a child.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know this kid, so I'm just gonna be like.
You would know that
Yeah,
your sister took on a ward for the family, but that's about it.
Yep. I mean, it's her fault that she owns him or whatever. So I suppose.
Are you the chicken sister who ran away?
So you've heard of me?
I bet it's nothing good.
Mentioned you.
Timmy, I think it's best that we should go. We should go. And it's
No, I want to
like,
know.
don't be sharing the like shit I say about Glamon behind her back.
No,
Yeah.
kid, what'd she say?
Yeah. I mean,
He's sick.
heard stories.
Timmy's very sick and needs to rest. Timmy, you need to rest.
Story
Story time will make him feel better. Come on.
I need you to roll off.
Roll off. Okay, sounds good.
There will be a bonus to. Oh. There will be a bonus to Ensatina because he knows Ensatina more.
But I still.
Have you got any persuasion and stuff, Glamon?
Yeah, I've got 2 persuasion.
Oh, okay. That means +4. So yeah, you still win. In which case.
I leveled up. I also have 2 persuasion.
Oh, I haven't leveled up.
Do you?
I just leveled to have 2%.
No, you can't do that after the roll.
Oh,
Suddenly, although
rat.
you come up with a really cunning like counter plan in your mind, you'd be like, right, I can say this and it will completely shut Glamon down. It's too late, and Timmy starts talking. She said you were a waste of family genes. And that you were Barstool? I don't remember.
Yes, Barstool, little child. This is marvelous. Thank you so much for telling me your story. I hope you get better soon.
Oh, thank you. You also said you were a great big chicken. I thought you were talking about your profession.
Do you want to see a trick, little boy?
Do not.
I love chicks.
Calm down, guys. This is. I'm gonna.
Maybe I'll show you when you get better. It takes a little bit of energy to.
To be fair, the child is pretty foul already.
I'm leaving. I'm out.
I look forward to showing you my magic.
Alright, I've actually now leveled up. Oh, wait, we're leaving. Wait, I've got this body. It's not easy to carry this, okay?
And with that, you head up back to the village of Reuben, where we will take a short break. So we'll be back in 8 minutes' time. If all the cast can do all their leveling up, if they have not already, we'll take like a short break. You can go check out the Patreon, go check out the Reddits, the YouTube channel, where all the VODs will be posted. Or, for instance, you could go take a bio break if you need to. But we'll be back in a few minutes' time, and until then, just try not to be turned into a chicken by Glamour, because it happens more than you think. Hello, and welcome back to Roll4It Divinity Original Sin 2 GM Mode Death in the Family. Our lovely intrepid band of shrubbery and a rock right now managed to track down little Timmy, the ward of Ensatina Dexmognathus' family. They found that little Timmy and her aunt were infected, and her aunt had turned into some sort of weird walking zombie. They had to fight a load of the infected people who turned out to have all been zombies, and then talk to little Timmy, whereupon Glamour, Ensatina's sister, learned that Ensatina didn't really have a high opinion of Glamour after running away from the family. That said, they did find out that somehow some fish were infected, and it's probably something they ate, and so they returned back to the village of Reuben after getting out of the inn and having slain their aunt.
Okay. So I was told by, oh, sorry, I'm a bush. I was told by the tavern keeper that the one thing that these people might have ate in common was probably the fish, so we should probably go talk to the fish merchants.
The fishmonger.
Yes, and also I have our loot to be divided as necessary in terms of equipping. During break we were talking about getting Ragnar some heals.
I could do a learn a healing spell.
I mean, if there's
'Cause
healing
the one I've got
potions
is
or
crap.
something around.
Well, I'm not entirely sure of your needs, Adelia and Ragnar. So if you would like to survey the merchant's wares, Glemon, I would appreciate if you would come with me and talk to the fish merchant.
Absolutely, my dear.
I go up to the merchant grumbling, I mean, zombies and all sorts of this stuff. I need bigger guns.
Have more fun than I will.
Yeah, I mean, I would look for. I always do like weapon shopping, so.
Hey, fish! Fish! We've got fresh fish here! Fish caught just this morning! Fish! Fish! Oh, hello there! Who are you?
Hello. I'm fine, thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm fine. Got the freshest of fish.
Is it, though?
I don't know what you mean.
It's not.
Well, I've just come from the inn. I'm sure you know the state of the inn as it stands. And I've been told that, well, most of what people eat comes from you. And most people that eat what comes from you have gotten quite sick. Is it really fresh?
What I want to clarify, am I still carrying the corpse of her aunt over my
Yes,
shoulder?
yes, you are.
Great. So while I do that, I pull like the fish out of my wax sack and I like sniff it, and then I want to smell the fish on the rack that she's selling.
Okay.
Well, Ensatina is saying all of this, like, I am corpsing it up over here.
So firstly, Ensatina, what's your persuasion is 2, so that's +4. Your wits?
My wits, no, just 10.
Okay. You've got noble, so you can use your haughtiness. That'll give you +2. And you've also got Glamour, Ragnar, and Ensatina around you, and Ensatina's holding the corpse. I'll give you 1 for each of them. So that can be a
We're
+9.
like a gang. We're very intimidating.
Dead Stuff Incorporated.
23!
Sure. Okay. And also, Adelia, what's your wits?
My wits is, I don't have any bonuses.
Okay, but you have got corpse eater, so I'll give you a +2 for smelling the fish.
I also have intelligence too.
This is
Like
more
a-
sort of perception-y thing, so I'll base it off wits.
Okay.
But
That's fair. Come
it's not particularly
I'm-
hard. You can smell
on. Confident
a
he is
faint,
this.
familiar stench that is kind of acidic. It's not been going too well, actually. A lot of the fish we're catching from up the shore is already dead, floating on the surface. We have to try our best to catch any others.
You're serving these people already deceased fish?
No. We have to throw those ones away. It's very hard to actually catch any these days. So many of them are coming out dead.
So you're not serving them the ones that were floating dead on the surface. That's good.
No, that would be wrong. There's nothing I get by killing my customers, is there? You'd just be ill of those fish.
That's true.
The fish smell the same.
Where is it that you're catching these fish?
Oh, just up the shore from here. It tends to be pretty difficult these days. So many of the fish are just turning up dead.
Have you considered trying new places to fish?
They just buy my catch off of the local haulers. But from what I can tell, it's been the same all around here. We tend to be a pretty good fishing village, actually, normally, but last few weeks, it's not been as good. There's been a lot of dead fish, and not many live ones left.
Can you recall anything happening right around the same time that you first started having problems with dead fish?
Well...
Stranger come to town?
No.
House burned down?
I mean, yes, you're the Desmognathus, aren't you? You had their house burnt down a little bit after that. I'd heard rumours that it was, I mean, no offence, but I heard rumours it was your aunt who burnt them down.
No, a Desmognathus would never turn against their kin.
Oh, yeah, definitely. No, that would never happen. She says, eyeing the corpse over Delia's shoulder.
And Delia's like, do I want to figure out what happened? Because maybe I can, but also I might die.
Well, thank you. I would advise that perhaps you get into, I don't know, poultry or something. And she turns to like side-eye Glamon, and
I can help.
Hey,
No, Lemon.
not that way.
Oh, I thought I'd help you with a new
but
never mind.
I've been a fisherwoman all my life.
Well,
you can be a
right
chicken for the rest of
now-
it if you want.
What?
Nothing.
Come on, just this village can eat poisoned fish if it really wants to drive itself into insanity.
Sounds not much of a choice.
Like I said, they've got a pig there, they've got a chicken over there. Just eat something else. I personally prefer, I don't know, what do lizards eat? Flies? Insects? Large insects? What do lizards eat?
Mostly
Other
meat,
lizards.
I imagine.
Probably.
Anyway, did you guys see anything at the vendors that would be important in our journeying forward? I hope, certainly.
I want to pick some of those healing potions up.
I did spot a fancy looking healing spell that this guy over here has.
Who?
Wizard try to have wares. You come to right place. I have restoration spell just for you. You look like discerning dwarf.
Could do with one, what with the company I'm keeping.
How much are you asking for this spell?
I am asking the exact amount you see in my inventory when you click on it.
Well,
I don't know how much that
Ragnar-
is.
I think it's
Ragnar's in
300.
the inventory. 300 gold?
Nah, I'm asking 300 gold for restoration spell. It is very powerful, make you heal and then heal after.
This guy's a wizard, or a wizard trader, at least. He looks like a wizard. He's got a big staff. I want to lean a little forward and say, you've heard of those people getting sick.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Me and she gestures like trying to find a word that isn't just like these people.
Peons.
Yeah. Well, we're going to make sure that this doesn't happen to everyone in the village. And if you
Best way
could-
of doing that would be to buy restoration spell.
well, certainly,
Catch
but
on.
if you wanted to help us, basically I'm trying to be like, we're gonna help you, so if you could give us a little discount, maybe that'd be nice.
Okay. Your wits is
No pluses.
okay, but you've got 2 persuasion. Okay.
All right.
And Adelia just like standing there and go, make it cheaper. I've got one in bartering.
Oh God, no.
That sounds like perfect time for me to sell you a spell. You need spell. You have gold. You obviously noble. I have wares. You want to buy wares that will cost gold.
Of course, that would go against me right now. I actually don't have 300 gold.
Ah,
so.
sure, I know. You do not have
I'm not talking
200.
to you. I'm talking to the party.
You.
She's like looking through her purse. I'm like, I haven't seen a penny of what she has so far, so who knows?
And I just kind of whisper, like, what did you actually get from our auntie?
She had 200 gold.
What?
I mean, looking at the prices of these outrageous merchants, it's pretty much nothing.
Not outrageous quality goods.
I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
But yeah, so does anyone, aside, not out loud, does anyone have any pickpocketing, thievery, sneaking?
I might have learned a few things in the circus.
Similar situation. I think I'm the best at thievery out of us. I'm not sure.
I think like
I'm not a subtle person.
I think that like I turn to the wizard trader and I say, give us just a second. I need to talk to my sister we'll be right back. And I like go over here and I turn to Glammin and I say, so you know our house burned down. Right.
Where?
All of our things. Every I don't have anything else. Gosh. I'm sure that we'll get it all back. The wizard college, or I can't buy the healing spell.
You could have just said that, dear. Look,
Yes, well.
you cause a distraction, and I'll do my thing.
Just don't.
He's a fine-looking young lizard.
Are you trying to? Wait,
I'm just saying, it's a possible angle that, I mean...
are you suggesting that I flirt with the man?
Well, I can't think of anything more distracting than your wonderful frills.
And so she like scoffs, but she's willing to make a distraction, but I don't think that she's willing to flirt with the guy. So she agrees to make a distraction and goes back to the group and says, elf.
I have a name.
Of course. What are you doing with my aunt's corpse? And she like
I'm carrying it around because you hoity-toity nobles are too high and mighty to carry your own friggin' corpses of your own friggin' family members.
You said you were going to eat her? How disgusting.
Hey, what's going on over here? Oh, this is a woman, sorry.
Adelia is
Hey,
probably
what's going on over here? Are you causing trouble there?
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of trouble.
I'm gonna use
myself
this
for doing
distraction.
I'm causing a lot of trouble right now.
Delicious. How else will I learn your sweet noble secrets?
Okay, I need Ensatina and Adelia both to like roll me some sort of weird performance check.
Okay.
Do you have any like ability that might help this?
Everyone's racist against elves. And
Yeah,
I do have persuasion.
So everyone's racism, and then I probably don't have any bonuses that would help me with trying to perform a thing.
Okay, so you've got persuasion 2, you've got persuasion 1. But racism I'll give you plus
I would like
2.
to use...
I'm also making like a show with like fire, sparks, and things.
I am holding a corpse and gesturing with an axe. And then
Ha! 19!
I've just stepped back like, what am I doing with my life?
23! Best person!
Okay, you draw like a small crowd as people start paying attention, being like, you know what, this is probably the more interesting thing other than, you know, the living dead that's happened in this village in a while. So people start crowding around a bit. Ruben, where do you say you, Ragnar, where do you say you were?
I've stepped back a bit and I'm just like, oh, what are they doing? Why is this a thing?
Ragnar, you hear someone in a strange voice from behind them all go,
Well, this is interesting. I haven't seen this in a while.
Glamour, are you going to try and pickpocket?
Yes, I'm gonna try and pinch the thing.
Okay.
I have thievery 1.
Roll it!
What's your finesse?
And I
Probably
have
would be
wits
cited.
2.
What's your finesse?
Oh, finesse 13.
Okay, so +3, plus thievery 1, did you say, or thievery 2?
Thievery 1.
Okay, so that'll be a +5. And I will allow you to reroll any failures because of the very good show they're putting on.
Ah, like advantage.
That would be a
Oh,
fail,
God.
but you get to reroll.
Please do better. Oh,
That's
yes!
better.
Better.
I'm like,
With a
24.
24, the trader sort of stumbles back a little bit and then kind of leans in, like really interested, be like,
Yes, fight.
however, you just sidle up, and if I open his inventory... Oh,
Whoops,
God, I'm
no,
trying to
I
give it
just-
to you, but you run away!
I didn't mean to go up the stairs.
What you're planning is, you know, you need to get the high ground and then leap down.
Yeah, I'm gonna Mission Impossible, like upside down with the rope.
There we go,
Yeah.
it's on the ground in front of you if you want to pick it up.
Yoink.
Okay, and then like we've been like trading racist insults, and I've been like juggling like flaming daggers, like threatening to throw them at you. And as soon as Glamour walks away, I just like pff, they're gone. And then I'm like, all right, I remember that I told you to carry her. And then I like go around the corner to where Glamour went.
Everyone's like, "Aww."
Oh, well, if they were looking for a show,
God.
and I just like try and turn.
For
a
crying
fish.
out loud! I go hide before he chickens me.
Yeah, while there's still a crowd gathered, I try and turn someone into a fish, into a fish into a chicken or something.
A dead fish.
They're
Oh,
all
a
dead
fi-
fish.
Does that work?
No.
Does that
it really
not
doesn't.
work?
You can't turn a corpse into a chicken.
Oh,
Dilly
okay.
just shakes her head standing there.
Oh, smell! Ah! You turn the girl into a chicken in front of her mum and dad, who run the stall.
No.
For God's sake, Glamour!
Oh gosh.
Don't worry, it's temporary.
I'm
It's
sorry.
temporary.
It's temporary,
Oh,
isn't?
Make
There
a
was-
roll,
there was a
Glamour, to
crowd.
convince them it's temporary.
A roll.
Yeah, what's your persuasion?
My persuasion is 2, I think.
And your wits is 2.
Yeah, my persuasion's 2. My wits is 2. Haha.
Okay, 24. Yeah, they'll look really, really concerned, and they're definitely going to hold that against you going forwards. Like, you definitely see that her family will remember that appear in the side of the screen. But she does turn back into a human and just runs away from you, just going, no,
Child,
no,
child, I am so sorry. Please forgive my brother. Here's a gold coin for your family. Here you go. And I give her a gold coin. Nice.
I
Thank
really
you
want
for all
to-
your help earlier. I'm sorry you were a chicken. Bye.
It made for a good show, didn't it? I don't see what the fuss was about.
If they had arrested you and then seen in your bag the stolen spell, please be more
they
careful.
They were fine. Worry too much.
I'm paying random kids on the street more than they pay me.
So
Did you?
we know that there's evil fish in the water.
I mean, at least altered fish. I don't know if a fish could be evil. I mean, depend if it's a void-woken fish, perhaps it could be evil.
Okay, oh, sorry. Let us quibble over the semantics of this situation. There are fish that shouldn't be eaten further up the water.
Yes.
Are we going there?
I think that we should investigate further, yes, but perhaps there are other people that might have some information regarding. What happened? What was this?
I got handed a roll. I
It's
don't know
actually
what's
wrong.
going
What's
on.
your huntsman?
A huntsman is 1, I think.
And your
Or
wits?
is it 2? Let me double check. Huntsman is
Yeah, so I'm
1,
basically
wits is 12.
I'm just saying like perhaps we should ask and I'm trying to say that I want to ask around probably to the magisters, but more about my family's house burning down than anything to do with like this.
All right. Well, I do know an elf that lives in this village, so. I can go
Yeah,
talk to her.
so elves, I don't.
Oh, all right. You can take your prissy little frills and defend yourself.
Insatiate, you do have to stop
Stop what?
antagonizing my friend.
I'm not antagonizing her. She can hang out with her elf friends all she wants.
This is not going to end well for you. Would you like a shovel?
No? Anyway, I just wish to have a word with the magisters. If there's Glamin, the Ragnar was going to be learning the healing spell unless you feel that you have a aptitude for water magic with all the chickening. Who knows?
Waterfowl sounds fun.
And
but
she like
no.
walks away mumbling under her breath something about like a lizard, chickens, my word. Like it's completely like against the family. Like everyone in the family is a pyromancer. Everyone. So like you being into chickens, she's just like mumbling about how it's not like a Desmognathus to do that.
You are called the Foul Sister. Ragnar, throughout this conversation, you've been hearing in the background a low, purring voice going,
This is interesting. There hasn't been quite so much commotion in this village in a while.
as you look around,
No, dwarf, you can hear me.
I'm just like, I don't say anything because just randomly talking into like the middle of nothing is a bit weird. But I'm just looking around like, what the?
How I'll have wares if you have coin.
As Ragnar does that, like Adelia just goes up and it's like,
Like, is that
Want
is the
something?
mage showing his voice?
yeah, no one else
I
can
look at
hear
the
this.
mage.
what?
Did you hear that? There's someone talking to me over here.
You've been taking too much of that, were you drinking the beer in the tavern too?
I was slightly distracted by all the zombies trying to kill us.
Yeah, it's fair.
Zombies.
There were a lot of
Nah, interesting.
There it is. Where are
There's
you?
what?
Someone's playing a joke on me here.
If
Yes, dwarf, this way. No, wrong
do I
way.
hear anything if I'm listening for it with my elf ears?
What's your wits?
0.
Um,
What do my elf eyes see? What do my elf ears hear? Very little.
in the background, you hear the sounds of pigs oinking, people talking, chickens going bark, and you hear the sound of maybe like a cat purring, but nothing like a voice saying that.
All right,
I went
she
up to the
thinks
goods
Ragnar
trader
might
like,
be
you're playing a trick on me. What's
Following.
going on here?
Dad, what do you think? What? Do you want to buy a melon? I got melons.
Well, no, I don't have any money. They don't give me any
Oh.
money, but
Well, what are you doing? Get away! Go make space for people who've got money.
No, I see what it is, but there's someone talking to me.
All right, we're just following you at this
Yeah,
point,
over
Ragnar.
here, little
Yeah,
dwarf.
yeah, Ragnar.
Come on.
Hey, don't you call me little, you sod. Where are you?
I do not bite. Hello, little dwarf.
At this point, do I realize it's the
You
cat?
realize it's a cat.
Are you
So,
talking
oh,
to
you,
a cat?
of course it's the bloody cat. I say, talking to the other.
Well, no need to get offensive.
I just
easy
walk around
one.
and see Ragnar start talking to a cat, and I'm like, all right, everyone's
Yeah,
lost it.
to you, by the way, Ragnar is now going.
I said it's a bloody cat in English to them.
Ragnar,
And then I
where
turned
did
around
my
to it and
sister hire you?
I started meowing at it like, what? Pulling tricks on me?
Yeah, I'm not pulling tricks. You are interesting.
Making me look like an idiot in front of these guys.
Well, I cannot change what you are. You have to own that.
Adelia starts petting the cat.
Ah, that is nice. Tell Elf to just a little bit lower.
I like cats.
Do cats usually talk this much? Or is this a particularly smart cat?
This is maybe a slightly smarter cat than your usual cat you've encountered, but they still talk. This one seems to be a little bit more cognizant.
Oh, you're a particularly smart one, aren't you? Usually cats just shout at me about fish and stuff. Speaking of...
Well, this being a fish town, I kind of get all the fish I want. However, I have maybe picked up a few things from the merchants. And I have wares if you have coin.
I've never met a
that's
cat that
nice.
sells things before.
I will
What
give
do
you
you
discount
have?
because of Elf. She is nice.
That's how I bargain.
All right. I drop out of speaking in cat for a moment. I'm like, right, so this cat, by the way, I can speak to animals. This cat wants to sell us things?
Wait, sorry. Did he just say you can speak to animals?
I think he did.
Yeah?
All right.
Just a
I mean, I eat
little
the
bit
dead.
of magic, little bit of learning?
Nothing wrong with
not too
eating the
difficult once you
dead,
get the
little
knack for
elf. The dead have nothing to do with their bodies. Eating them is fine.
I have no idea what this cat is saying.
You don't.
But I'm definitely doing that like awkward spot right next to their tail, so the cat's like.
Like, he apparently approves of elves eating people. If that makes you feel any better.
First person in this village. That's not horrible.
You're definitely the only one. So, what are you selling? What random
You
stuff
should
have
be
you
able to
happened to?
right-click and enter the inventory if you don't know, FYI. Because you can go enable trading. There we go. You should be able to trade now.
Okay, because yeah, up till then I only had pickpocket, attack, and examine.
Do it.
So
He's a cat.
He's got a fish, he's got a cat's eye ring, and a cat's paw ring.
Ah, these rings, once combined with the necklace, which is somewhere around here, it may have been removed from me because people are not particularly fond of cats-only property around here. They are backwards people. These rings, when combined with necklace, they make powerful amulet that invokes the spirit of the cat.
Are you saying that these are useless without a thing that you can't sell us?
No, they still have power, but they are a lot more powerful if you can find the necklace around here. Bring them to me and I can combine them.
Alright, I'll get back to you on that. And I turn to others and say, right, so apparently this cat has some magical artifacts that allow us to summon a cat?
Why would we want that?
Why wouldn't
just
you?
I'm not
summon,
sure,
but
but
spirit
he
of
did.
cat.
By the way, I'm speaking in English right now. I don't know if cats can understand English or
I
not,
can
but I'm saying, but
understand you, Ragnar.
I don't know your name. Sorry.
Oh.
I didn't say Ragnar. It's not a psychic cat.
like, apparently there's a necklace around here that also is cool.
Wanna steal some more stuff, Lemon?
Yes.
The cat goes,
Not of me.
Why is the cat hissing at me?
It
Stop.
thought you were gonna steal off it. Cats can
Well, there was
understand English. I don't understand either.
Cat. I don't
That
know
is
where
not my name.
stuff is to steal. Why is it? It's. I mean, translate, please.
What's your name, cat?
Powell.
It's called Powell.
Cat. I'm not going to.
That is not
I'm
my
not
name.
going to steal off you.
Okay. But if you want to buy, I have wares. They are good wares.
Let's go look for that necklace.
Maybe if you find my brethren across the land, they can help you upgrade the necklace.
I'm just gonna start poking about around here, seeing if I can just I'm just imagining the cat dropped it and just hasn't noticed.
I am going to go back here.
While you look for the necklace, we're going to cut over to Ensatina, where Ensatina walks up to a group of 2 magisters in heavy plate, and what appears to be a dwarf captain, who are busy in discussion.
I can get you across the sea, but you'll have to pay. I'm not particularly fond of magisters travelling on my property. Oh, hello. Are you, Desmognathus? I recognise the frills.
Yes, quite. And I'm under the assumption that the magisters, being kind of the rule of law most of the time, would have been confronted when my house was burned down. And I'm gonna check up on them and see if they've basically I'm harassing them about have you figured anything else out you would do if the police were investigating something.
Okay.
I'm my house burned down weeks ago and I haven't heard anything, and yeah.
So if you can roll me then for your persuasion, you are haughty and everything. That's a 17. That's a pass.
17.
Even out of the magisters, who are notoriously tight-lipped to everyone who isn't them, the female of the 2 just starts speaking up.
Yes, we have been investigating. It appears, as far as we can tell, that your aunt set the house ablaze to contain whatever disease is in these lands.
You're blaming my aunt.
No, your aunt is responsible, and she is dead. There is no more blame needed.
How do you know she's dead?
We spoke to the apothecary earlier today. She said she passed.
Yes, well. So, did she confess to this, or are you just making unbased assumptions?
We have a few witnesses who saw it, and it also appears that there is a stench of pyromancy around that pyre of a house you have.
Well, yes, we're all pyromancers, so... who were these witnesses?
There is an elf trader here, along with a couple of others who you'll find up in the inn that way.
Those in the inn don't appear to be very, talkative.
Yes.
You said an elf.
Yes, the elf, she trades in bows and stuff. You will find her over on the market if you wish to speak to her about your aunt passing.
Well, you've been, not very helpful at all, but I don't know. Bye. And she very rudely, turns around and it's just
As you leave, you hear the captain go,
Hey, I like that one.
And yeah, I think that I would probably go to find this elf that they were talking about. Wait, was that you? What do you...
I hear lots of... Oh. What the... Did I just see that coffin move as I walked past it?
Yeah,
no, that's me as a GM just walking through being where did I put the things that I meant to be hiding?
Okay, right.
You're looking for the things that you're meant to be hiding.
I was wondering if we were about to be fighting zombies again.
Invisible ones this time.
Worst kind of zombies.
I think that, I would go towards the elf and then be maybe Adelia could better talk to an elf. And I would go to see if I could find where she is.
So wandering around, I suddenly go, aha! And I pull out a necklace.
You have found a necklace which appears to have a blue gemstone with a slight slit inside it, almost a bit like a cat's eye.
Look at this fancy thing. I show it to everyone. I guess this is what he was talking about.
Who?
It was just in a barrel over there.
Sister, get this. You hired someone who talks to cats.
Are you sure you haven't been having a bit too much of the leaf? What's the drug that starts with a D? It's like a flower. It's the Divinity drug. What's it called? It's
Now I can't remember it. As soon as you mentioned it, I was like, oh yeah, that. Oh, whoops. No, I can't remember.
We'll
Yeah.
find out in 20 seconds when chat says.
Mm-hmm. Someone in chat will know.
what is it? Do Googling.
All the Googling.
Tess?
Yeah, Drudene.
Drudene.
Yeah, Drudene. So I'm just like, have you been having a bit? And she like sniffs, like to see if she can smell the Drudene. Basically, I'm saying you must be crazy if you're talking to cats.
Who, is she talking to me or to Glamour for saying that?
No, to you.
Okay, because I'm like, what? Well, I just said that the cat told me there was a necklace, and lo and behold.
So that's
So
your excuse for
obviously,
reaching through other
hey,
people's properties that
hey,
the cat told you.
Hey, I heard you were talking about something illicit. Do you want to buy? I am selling.
What is it with these shady people around here?
Where did he even come from?
Okay,
Is that
I'll
one of
go
yours, Elf?
Okay. I'm sorry. We need to take a moment and just clarify that not all elves are the same. Much like I don't think you want me to compare you to your sister. So if we're gonna do this all elves are the same bullshit, then I'm not even sure I can stay for you, Glamon.
And she does, like, she looks over to Glamon and she looks back to you and she's like, I will give you that. I would not want someone to judge my proficiency based on that of my sister.
Exactly.
But being an elf, there was an elf that I needed to speak to.
I mean, I know there's at least one that I've met before in this town. I didn't leave the circus a lot, but occasionally my mom would drag me to a funeral or two.
Funerals. My favorite.
At least it was food.
Surprisingly happy celebratory events among elves.
Yes, you can tell me all about elven funerary rituals after we go talk to this elf trader, please. Thank you.
Thank
That
you.
reminds me, we should bury our aunt. Or
Yeah, can I
Put
stop
her on the
carrying her
pile.
corpse around at some point?
We have to take her to the graveyard where there is a giant flame. Well, I mean, there should be a giant unending burning flame in the house graveyard. Usually it shouldn't stop burning just because the house burned down.
I mean,
She's
imagine
she's
it's
mumbling
burning
now.
better.
Yeah.
So Delia treks over with the corpse.
You see the familiar elven form of Aurelian.
Arlian. Oh, yeah! That's
Hey,
the one I
Delia.
was thinking.
How are you doing? I haven't seen you in so long.
Been busy. Full of circus. A lot of rabbles to rouse.
Hey, it's been going well for you.
Yeah, it's been going all right. It's been going all right. This is Glamon. Remember I was telling you about her?
hello.
Hey, she turns everyone into chickens.
It's
Not everyone.
Yep, that's her act.
It's part of the
Delia said
show.
it was pretty much everyone.
Oh, no, sorry.
I mean, she doesn't discriminate. Anyone who wants to be a chicken and doesn't want to be a chicken can be a chicken.
I mean, I guess it's a poultry
equal
skill.
opportunities. I can show you if you like.
No.
Hey, maybe another time. That's not quite my kinks.
Any hoot. Good to see you know each other. Should make things a bit, So I heard that you said that my aunt lit our house on fire.
Just got right to the chase.
Hey, who is
She's
this
kind of
person?
like, she's sounding a little bit like, antagonistic. Like she's very much like, why did you blame? And not just like being blunt, but actively.
Who is
This
this?
is Glamon's sister. She's
Hey.
one of the Desmeduzawatas. And
Oh, it's Glamour. But
The
she's
house,
a
yeah.
chicken.
Yes,
Chickens.
yes, quite shameful.
she's
Anyway.
the
Only one in their family.
Aye, fair.
But we're here to investigate what happened to the family and the house and how it's all connected to this weird fishy thing going on.
Aye, well, I'm mostly a vegetarian myself, apart from the occasional humanoid. So I haven't been partaking of the fish, particularly myself.
Sounds like a good plan. Keep up with that plan. Don't
yeah.
start eating
But no, yeah, sorry, your aunt. She seemed to be burning down the house. I was out hunting, and there was
inside.
yeah, there did seem to be people trying to get out, and she was casting fire on them.
And did you told the magisters that you saw my aunt. Did you confront her about it? Did you see her up close? Was it a shadowy figure? You know, there are more lizards than just the Desmognatheses.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know
there
there's more
are.
lizards in the Desmognatheses, but it was quite easy to see her. The house was burning down. There was quite a lot of light. She was actually fairly well lit. She was clutching Timmy under one arm, and she was casting fire on the house, and at least one or two people tried to get out through one of the windows, and she was blasting them with some sort of walls of flame.
Did the people look boiling, and not in the sense that they were particularly warm and their liquid was turning into steam,
Maybe,
but like covered in boils?
I mean, now you mention it, they did seem to have, like, their thrills had basically gone. Looks like they'd lost them somehow.
And she's like trying to like swallow like this like anger and also like grief and also like my aunt wouldn't do this and also like, but you're describing how we saw her changed, and I think that she like turns away and she like turns away from the elf and she like rubs the ridge on her forehead and says to Adelia, I hate to disrespect the memory of my aunt, but I've read that you elves
You want me
have
to
a
eat
way of getting at the memories of the dead. I can't trust a stranger with if my aunt is going to be blamed for the murder of my entire family, I must know the truth of it.
So the issue with that is right now she stinks, and most corpses smell a little bit, but this charred remains of your aunt might turn me into one of them.
We have a healing spell. I'm sure it can cure diseases. Right, Ragnar?
Do we?
You do
Didn't you
recall that
learn?
the apothecary in the inn also used a healing spell at one point on herself.
And it appeared that she did not turn as a result.
No,
Well,
she
but
used it
she
during the
might
battle
not-
to heal herself, but she still was around.
She might
dead
not
people.
have. She might not have eaten any of the flesh, though. I mean, obviously, you take your life into your hands. I don't know anything about how your magic corpse eating works, but know that if you do turn into a shambling corpse, I will make sure that you don't murder anyone.
Hey, she's a
That's
very nice one,
comforting.
isn't she? Yeah, so very nice.
I was pretty confident that this was not a normal illness. I don't think it's a risk I can take. No offense to you and your family, but I don't want to die for this information.
And there is this like, they're literally saying that my aunt killed my entire family, and there's no way to learn the truth of it. And so I think that and Satina kind of just like huffs, like lets out a big like fine like type of breath, and just like probably like walks away to have a little like kicking the ground moment. You know, like she's just like really frustrated and also like upset and stuff, and just doesn't want to like, she wanted it to be someone that she could take revenge on and not her own family member. And there's no other like lead at the moment, so she's just kind of
Okay, feelings are hard. And Satina, I'm not gonna eat your aunt.
I'm
but-
enraged. Oh, this is cool.
Based
This means my face is on fire? Oh wow, I look scary. Oh, don't mess with me.
like as she huffs away, just flames start licking at her face.
Yep.
Flames inside.
Bloody pyromancers.
Look at it this way. If I turn, you won't get the information anyway, and then we'll just have a long string of elves that are dead. Which I recognize you may not care about, but we have a lead. If your family was infected and your aunt knew, then we need to find out the source of this. Whoever sent these fish, whoever's been poisoning them, they're clearly the ones that are, at the end of the day, to blame for your family's death. If you don't find out what the cause is, then Timmy's gonna die too.
Oh yeah, Timmy.
You know, that kid that you took as a ward and are a responsible adult for.
Yes, I'm aware. I was distracted by my grief. You're right. Let us put Sashati to rest, and then go and find out what's.
Carrying a corpse really doesn't help with that whole elves aren't cannibals thing.
You're the strongest.
Yeah.
And it suits you.
Thanks. Thanks, Clayman.
Sounds like a plan. I prefer this to the eating rotten corpses option.
Okay, so were you guys? I have some money left if we need, I don't know, arrows or an axe or
These axes are no better than my sticks with sharp stones.
healing potion, maybe. Maybe just a pumpkin.
Well,
Maybe-
what's the cat?
What about the cat?
Yes.
You're still on about this talking cat?
Have you found the necklace?
Well, he was selling some weird magic stuff.
There's a cat that's selling. Oh, I don't.
No weirder than anything else that's happened.
I go up to meet the cat.
Oh, there you are, little dwarf.
Oh, why am I warm?
'Cause
what
there's
the hell?
fire.
There's a lovely fire. It is
Oh, I
basking
see.
in heat. Do you not want to be warm? Is that beard not hot enough for you? You should grow a coat like me.
Yeah, because dwarves can do that, right? So we
He was
found
just
the
making
thing.
these mewing noises to the cat.
I know, right?
I can speak cat.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 2 rings he wants to sell us, though
Why are
they
these
they
lizards
cost
so
money, so I imagine we'll not
dumb?
get.
You haven't
don't
paid him,
seem
right?
to understand that you can speak to me. You think this would be an easy concept?
How much do you want for these rings?
I will give you a small discount if you can get the elf to rub me again.
I turn to the elf like, he wants you to pet him again.
Man and cat goes over and like scratches the cat.
Yes, that is nice.
Gets that spot that makes the cat like uncontrollably lick their face.
I will give you 20%. 20% off.
20%? As I remember, the amounts originally were 175 and 250, so it's like he wants over 300 for both of them.
I'm not giving 300 gold to a cat.
It is racist.
I am wondering what the cat needs with gold, to be honest.
I can buy fish from out of town.
How about we just bring you fish from out of town?
I think that Ansatina is like kind of fed up with the like cat noises and waves her wand around, and she says like, if you say that this cat has rings that you want, why don't you just take the rings from the cat? It's a cat.
I mean, you got a point. And the cat just runs off. Like, oh, you've
Our
gone and
chicken-
scared it now.
Alright, well, never mind. I guess no more cat.
Right. I need. What's your bargaining, Ragnar?
I don't know if I have any. Bartering is 0.
Okay. What's your intelligence or wits? You can choose.
My wits are 12. Yep. $11?
I will
Sell you. You hear this voice coming from like in the distance.
I will give you the cheapest one free.
That sounds all right. So is it now? Does he mean now that it's 200 for both?
The most expensive one was what, 250?
Yeah. He also said 20% off though.
Yeah, he's changed that. So he'll
I'm
give
cashing
you.
in both coupons at once. Damn it! You can't stop me.
You did threaten to murder him and take his take his stuff. So he'll give you the cheap one for 3.
All right. I reconvene with everyone. Wherever they are. I don't know what's going. I keep hearing magic happening over here.
I was lighting the fire. It went out.
I see. Like, all right. So, possibly out of fear, he's now offering us both for 250.
I just don't see why you think that of everything, what we need to have is 2 rings from a cat. You don't need arrows, a better bow. There was
Yeah,
a
that bow's
shady
all right.
elf that was offering.
Pluck a leaf off of it.
There's a shady elf that was offering some wares. I mean, not that I'm normally associate with shady people, but you know, you're all very I'm accustomed to. Anyway, I'm not a cat. Really, that's what you most want is 2 rings from a cat.
Just give him what he wants. This should be fun.
Delia is no stake in this.
It's got like cat summoning powers.
I can't believe anything you're saying.
Listen, I've just encountered a talking cat that has a ring that can summon a cat. Of course I want the ring.
I think it's worth it.
Ragnar's real motivation is that this is the only way he's going to get anything of value out of...
I like huff and I just like shove our like bag of gold coins like into Ragnar's hands and I'm like, you're all just crazy, but I need you. So
That's more like it. Be back in a minute.
How I roll.
And I'll run off and try and find the cat wherever it's gone. You around here anywhere? I meow. Oh, there you are. Right, 250 is it?
250.
I want to check it a good. I want to check what they. There we go. I can go. To
If you
trade.
buy the main ring, I'll give you the other ring for 3. So if you just buy that one ring.
All right. Okay, there we go. Put that there. Match. I don't have enough gold.
I only had 248.
I'm short by 2 coins.
Alright, how do I give him coins?
I know that the party has a couple more.
If you run up
You
to
just
Ragnar,
drag
you
them
should be able to-
drag them onto the bag where it says bag and not into the bag, just onto it.
From my inventory?
Yeah.
Where do I find coins in my inventory?
You have any?
I do. I have 44.
Yeah, you just they should just be like the
Yeah, it's in your inventory like anything else's.
It doesn't appear to be an item.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, no, I'm
44
looking at the
gold.
wrong thing. That's why. Figured it out. There we go. Is there a way that I pick the number?
Shift.
I think if you transfer them, you then get an option to pick the number.
Never
I can
mind.
just give you
give it
back
all
what I've
to
got
you.
left.
Adelia just gives you a massive block of coins in like this little bag.
Like,
just like,
Here!
okay.
Throws this bag of coins to you, smacks you on the
There you
head.
Yeah, and I just dropped 250 gold in front of this cat. Like, can you even carry this?
I can try, and it just grabs the bag, just starts going backwards with it slowly. It puts the ring down in front of you on the ground, and runs off.
All right. I grab that. I'm like, there we go. Let's take these for a spin. And
So you've
I
got
will-
both rings and the necklace.
Yep.
You notice on the side of the necklace there are 2 obvious slots.
There we go. I'm wearing them. All right, let's give this a spin. I'm like, all right. So this one and I guess I.
You notice that on the
used
side of the necklace
magic.
there are 2 obvious slots where the rings would fit.
Yeah. I put those in, and I'm like, right, let's give this a go.
You put the
And
rings onto the necklace.
Yep.
Okay,
think you
as you
have
do
to-
that, it shimmers, and they fuse together. And forms into one item. Which is now in your inventory, because I can't
Right.
put it on your neck.
Yeah, I'll put that on. Or I'll try to. I need level 1 lore master now to use this.
Oh, you've got to
You can't even
identify it.
use it.
I
You
got
need to
that.
identify it.
You can hand it to any of us.
All right, it sort of merges, and I'm like, oh, look at that, and I just hold it out for. Who do I?
This is what you got from the cat.
It
Yeah.
looks cool.
I can't give it to anyone.
If you put it like in our bags, like we put the gold in yours, just on the bar that says person's bag.
Ah, right, there you go.
Okay, so I have lore master, and it won't let me. Oh, I don't have a looking
Oh, identifying glass.
You know,
Yeah.
I'll give you an identifying glass for free, because that's just an identifying glass. Like, I don't really care.
Okay, thank you.
Let me find one. It's creative items, and it's called glass. It is in your bag, Enstina.
Okay. I look at it and I say, this seems to actually grant you the ability to summon a cat. You
I
were
said so, didn't I?
You can actually talk to. Can you talk to chickens?
I guess I can
back
talk
to
to
you.
any animals, really.
Hang on. Let's test this.
Not many of them have much to say. Oh, not again with this.
Damn it.
Stop
Okay,
trying to turn
maybe-
me into a chicken, Glamon. You know this doesn't work.
I handed the necklace
I like
back
to
to you
try.
and I say, well, try it. Summon a cat.
Oh, I can't wear it. Why can't I wear it?
Your neck is locked. The way is closed.
Well,
Also,
I guess
every
it
time
requires
Glamon
something.
tries to turn Adelia into a chicken, she like punches him. Punches her.
It
Wait, stop
doesn't say that it has any requirements on it.
There we go. I'm wearing it now.
If you want to turn
All right.
someone into a chicken, you know you have to damage their armor first, right?
I will
Glamon,
hit you.
you haven't been
Glamon,
away.
While I'm messing
from-
about with this, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, as Glamour just keeps gesturing at
I-
Adelia, like feathers just keep hitting Adelia's breastplate.
Oh,
Whoa!
Yes. You called Ragnar.
Wait, are you the same cat?
Did you just literally summon the cat that we had earlier?
I think it's a different cat. I go look around for Powell the cat and see if he's still around.
oh yes.
you-
This is a level 2 cat. Powell's a level 1 cat.
Are you Powell?
Why do you have a cat now?
I'm over here.
It
What
is
do
a
you
different
want?
cat. Look.
There are 2 cats.
Between us.
I scratch
What
Powell.
the hell?
Oh! Did you kill the cat?
D-
I'm
Wait,
so if
So
the cat's
did
dead,
Powell actually just drop dead in front of us?
if the cat's dead, then we can take our money back.
I was
Oh,
joking.
No.
It is a very useful ability to pretend to be dead.
I'm sure.
Right, I see. Oh, the cat's
All
gone.
cats are vaguely French and Russian.
Okay, was there anyone else in this godforsaken town that we need to speak to before we head off to investigate?
Whoa! I
Whoa.
say as I rocket off into the distance. Past the side of the town. It does 2 things. The rings do 2 things.
What else do they do?
Where did you go? Where did he go?
What happened?
Where's that dwarf? Why is there a child?
Incoming!
this is incredible.
And I land back in front of you again.
Yeah, you notice Ragnar just get down on all fours and then spring up like a cat and shoot like 20 meters away across the village.
Wait, do that again. Do it again.
That was great.
All right, hold on.
You know, this
Whee!
would
I
be
jump up on
great
top,
in my
up
act.
onto the top of this watchtower over here.
What?
So cool.
That's so
I
That's
told you
amazing.
it'd be worth it.
For you.
I mean, maybe if you were at the circus.
Wait.
You can
I'm
always
still
trust a
carrying
random cart
corpse.
salesman.
Can we bury your aunt?
We don't bury lizards. We
All right,
burn
can we
them.
set her on fire again?
Yes.
Yes. Hang on. Hold still.
No. I will stab you, and it will not end well.
Only joking.
You know that, Glamon.
Okay.
That one time.
Is
You
there
were
anything else we
joking.
want to do in town? Anyone else we want to talk to?
No, I'm ready to move on to our wherever up the coast, wherever we think the fish are coming from, after we burn your aunt's body.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
In which case, I'm very quickly going to add a vignette. And I need to just quickly change the image
can
to
also
a
just-
burning pyre.
Narrator, wait.
Yeah, burning pyres.
That'll do.
That's a.
Let's
If you
burn this.
upgrade this necklace completely, do you just become a cat?
We eat her apparently.
No,
for
we don't.
dinner.
Like, burning the ants, that's
It's the closest
No,
I had to a
what
pyre.
mine.
We go back up the hill to where the burned down mansion
Wait,
is
it's not one, huh?
overlooking the waste, like overlooking the town, like the noble bullshit we are. And this is probably like the first time, Glamon, you've been back to the house because I was very carefully avoiding it. And I mean, it was pyromancy, it was magical fire that burned it down, so I'm pretty sure like it's just gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are like
And-
some cinders, some like few upright beams in places, but it's mostly gone.
And there would be like the way that lizards in Divinity do their like afterlife stuff is that there's this graveyard where there's just this eternally like spouting flame from the two heads of these like snake creatures. Like we do the magical version with the dragon. You have that skill, right? It's like two statues that are just always like spitting fire. And we just toss the bodies of our dead into the like fire, and it
Whoop.
just, you know,
Unceremoniously hurl it.
I'll take the
Delia's
legs.
like, so how do I
And
like,
one.
picks it up and is like carrying the body.
it's probably too hot. Give her to me. And it's very like, "Ugh, I'm not a barbarian.
As soon as I see that, I'll like run up beside and take part of the weight.
So what if you grab the arms and the other one grab the legs and then you just
I mean, like, probably we just, you know, slowly approach the burning hot magical fire, and then like
Normally you might build like a platform that you like roll into the flame, but
Yeah, and Stephen Glau, you both grab hold of the rotted, burned, stabbed form of what was once your aunt by the hands and feet as best you can without tearing them too much, and as a team throw her into the afterlife, into the burning hot flames. This is probably the first time in a long time that you have actually teamed up to do anything. And unfortunately, it is the death of your aunt. As you watch as her corpse begins to roast away.
and I say like something eternal flames, like whatever the lizard like rites of passage are. I'm not playing a lizard character, so I don't know anything about it. But yeah, I say whatever words are necessary with like. She's kind of got this like very, I mean, obviously sad, but kind of like disheartened. Like whisper to her voice where she's obviously not like she's had to do this so many times recently, and also in this case it was her aunt has been blamed for the murder of the rest of her family, and so she's very much just like I guess that's the last of them then.
Still got me. I've still got you. I'm sure we'll clear her name.
I hope so. Well, at the very least, hopefully we can do something about Timmy, the boy, the human boy. You've remembered.
Yes.
Right.
ward that you should be looking after. Yes.
Well, let's get on with it then.
Mm-hmm.
Pouting. I'm pouting.
Adelia is like surprisingly somber throughout the funeral.
Do you like ever like mention like, oh, you're not gonna eat her? Oh,
No, she understands like funerals are like the custom, like that's where the core is to her of the
Mhm.
people, like how they
Oh.
treat their dead.
Oh,
that makes sense. Cool. Then yeah, I guess we would just get our packs and get ready to go up the coast to where the fisher lady said that they were getting pretty fish.
Yeah, head to a boat.
Oh, do we have to go on a boat? We can't walk?
yeah, you'd have to get on a boat. But because of that amazing role-playing managed to put your aunt to rest, you will get some XP.
Yay! XP!
So what was one of your like favorite memories of her?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. You guys are weird. Never mind.
I remember
Right,
this
let's-
one
let's
time
get on
where
with
she was
this.
showing me how to do pyromancy, and she set the curtains on fire.
That sounds right.
Yeah, that lines up. It's a miracle your house didn't burn down sooner, to be honest.
Well, yes, well, when
He
you're
had
in
wards.
memory of pyromancers, you make sure your house isn't.
Ah, Ragnar! Is that you there?
Iron Hand, what are you doing here?
Ah, I'm just running this bit of a ship trading business over here. You know, going up and down the coast, taking people where they need to go, taking wares. You know how it is. What are you doing? What are you hanging out these pretty lizards for?
I was wondering what you've been getting up to. Well, I've been working as a sellsword since last we met.
Ah, you sell sword. Ah, hard times.
A little bit, yeah. I'm making do. Not dead yet.
Aye, well, you both certainly
been
look
up in
still
the-
alive.
Also,
I've been
not
up in the
undead yet.
I've been helping out the you know their name. Well, I've been helping them out.
There's Mognathus.
Aye,
Yeah,
then.
that one. Blooming lizard names. I've been helping them
Aye.
out, seeing.
It's not like a
Because
proper
it's
name
not-
like Iron Hand or Fast Flint.
I would have
Yeah, it's a
preferred
proper name.
Iron
Talks
Hand.
about what you do.
Aye.
Good dwarven names. Instead of fancy weird words just to make you sound fancy. I don't know.
I don't
You're a
have
ship
last
captain
name.
now, right?
Aye, I'm captain of a ship. Do a bit of work around here, trying to avoid the pirates when we can. You know how it
I
is.
believe we've been looking for passage along the coast. Want to see if we can find out what's up with this fish thing.
Aye, all the beat fish being dead. Aye. It's been a terrible instance.
Yeah, stay away from that inn.
Aye, yeah, it's
And
where they're
those
keeping
fish.
all the dead people I know. They come here regularly.
Yeah, we went in there and it didn't go so well. We think something's up with the whole fish thing. Doesn't seem like it's just your normal disease.
No, it didn't seem right to me. That's why I don't allow any of them infected people on my ship.
No, you don't need to worry about us.
Aye, you sure?
There's a moment of concern of, no, we're fine.
Fair enough. At least you still got all your prissy thrills and stuff with you. Even your elf looks like she's got some thrills on her head. Is she like a lizard wannabe?
Excuse me, is there something wrong with my frills?
Yes,
Oh,
she
nothing,
is.
nothing. I'm sure they're perfectly lovely. Not exactly what you want in combat if they get caught by a blade, though.
All right. Would you like me to put an axe in your back? I can't tell.
I'd like you to try.
Let's not. We're trying to hire this
Wait,
man.
you said axes?
It's not with this again.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're an elf,
Yeah, it's
and
a
you like
surname.
axes.
And
Aye, we're gonna get on fine.
And he pulls out two axes himself. One of them sort of gleams with this sort of cyan hue, and you can feel cold radiating from it.
Aye, you've got good taste for an elf.
nice one. That's real pretty. We need a ship passage. Can you get it for us?
Aye, well, if you're just looking into the illnesses going around, it's been doing a bit of damage to my trade. And you've got Ragnar here who vouches for you. I'll let you travel on the ship for free, provided you make sure that you defend it if we get attacked by pirates or
You run
anyone
into
tries to steal my
pirates,
stuff.
I will axe them to bits.
I like the idea of that. Anyway, let's get on. Where are you going? You said you were looking for... What?
Up the coast?
Up on the
We're
coast?
going to the fishing spot where Miss, what was the name of the city nearest where the dead fish are?
Hey, there's not really any city up there. It's
Well, what's
mostly...
the nearest city?
And the nearest city would be Caralia. It's a long way the other way, though.
So do you have a name for this fishing spot? We need to get to there.
I think I know the
Ironhead.
one they're on about. I always have to avoid them because they're terrible pilots of their vessels. You have to be careful,
Yes,
they might crash into you.
We want to go there.
I can do that. To me ship.
Right, where's he going?
I guess,
Oh, he
I
walks
guess
away
this ship
from
wasn't where
from
I
the
thought it
fancy
was.
ship.
Oh, other ship.
His ship is
Instead
a
of
lot
just, like,
bigger and
rapidly-
not actually on this map. It's
Oh, okay.
to see.
I was thinking of just massive misdirection.
Who is he? I jumped in the water.
Ship.
And
And then he's
jump
like,
in the
"Our ship's
water.
over there."
Okay, in
Big.
which case, I will need you all to roll perception checks to look out for stuff as you get on board his large boat.
Roll for
It
seasick.
sways into the night, and what do you all have for like wits to be able to keep an eye out for this?
No pluses for me.
Well,
pluses? So 2 for Ragnar. What do you say,
2
Delia?
for me.
2 for
None.
Galamon? None. Okay, so just add 2 to your rolls, Glamon and Ragnar.
Unless I can use intercon.
Nay, I'm
I guess
fine.
mine's 14 then.
Hey! That wasn't terrible on my end.
Yeah, you all passed. You all
Me-
got 13
Me
or
and
higher.
Iron Fist or Iron Fist?
Iron hand?
And hand.
Iron
High
Hand.
hand. He's busy
Iron
piloting the
Fist
ship.
is a Marvel character. Me and Iron Hand are just like Adelia and Iron Hand are just hanging out on the deck of the boat, and she's admiring his handiwork with his axes. They are bonding over a shared love of slashing and stabbing things.
That is always a good shared love. And yes, you do.
Describes the conflict of like living as an elf when people just expect you to like wield a bow and arrow or daggers, and sometimes you just want to get in their faces, just real close and watch them die.
I know exactly what you mean.
We're burning the ant again.
We already
I
burned the
don't
ant.
seem to be able to change the image in it. For some reason that seems to be bugged. Either way, as you bond, you hear a shout from above as Ensatina, Ragnar, and Glamon, you all spot a outcrop of beach, which is covered in blacks and greens leaching into the water nearby, and you can see dead fish rising up.
It looks
Oh,
like a
not
problem.
healthy at all.
Those are probably the dead fish she was talking about.
That's disgusting.
I'm not fond of it myself.
Where's the gross stuff coming from?
We should investigate.
Land! Adelia has gotten a little too enthusiastic about shouting commands on a ship. Being in the circus means she wants to like be part of a community. Just like, I'm part of a crew.
Yeah, we all like hang off of the what's the netted rope bits on the side?
Rigging?
The
hanging
rigging.
up-
Rigging.
The rigging. We're all hanging off the rigging, going. Put our hands to our foreheads, looking into the distance, and all mystical and magical and seafaring like.
As you take a boat down to investigate, you land on a beach covered in oils and poisons and some sort of weird black goop and some fog. It does not
don't
look
go-
pretty, and there's a
don't
horrific
go in the-
stench.
Don't go in the fog.
Fog?
I know death fog when I see it.
Oh,
Death fog?
Death fog.
Oh, there's something fishy going on here, and that's apart from the fish thing.
There's a
Whoever
lot of
these
dead
people
fish.
are, I will destroy them.
I want to investigate the cursed ground here without touching it.
Okay. You've got Lawmaster 1?
I think I have Lore Master 1.
You've got Scholar, and what's your int?
13.
That'll be a +7 on your roll then.
Okay. 24.
Okay, yeah, you look down at it, there's this horrible smell of acids and other horrific chemical smells and concoctions. As far as you can tell, that does appear to be some sort of alchemical waste product. You've probably...
Waste?
Yeah, some sort of waste from an alchemical reaction or byproduct of some kind. It's very chemically and probably related to some of the stuff you've used as a wizard before in some of your attempts at potion making, maybe.
So someone is making masses of alchemical ingredients and dumping their noxious waste into the coast?
As you look around, there are broken shards of barrels. That does seem to be a pretty good summation. And you can see into the sea nearby, there are a few barrels still lingering there, which are slowly being lapped towards the shore.
Does
Reel in a barrel?
I'm gonna look around a little bit and like see that there is a dead person sort of near where we are. And head over to them. Kind of avoiding the oil and the poison as much as I can.
As you step into it, it still laps around your shoes and kind of begins to slow you down. You get towards the person, though, and they are very dead. They do appear to be, from what you can tell, maybe some sort of fisherman.
Do I have any idea of how they died?
What's your wits?
A 0. Nothing.
Barbarian, I'll give you 2 for Barbarian. You're used to that sort of thing.
I mean, I at least could I see were they stabbed to death or did they die of a non-stabbing cause?
That's enough to be able to tell that they do seem to have been shot with an arrow. And you can see that the half of the arrow is still in there, the end is broken off, and their corpse seems to have been manhandled and perhaps dumped here.
They don't appear to have boils on them or be infected. Great. She takes her axe, just sort of like leans down and kind of looks around, like knowing that people are going to give her a shit for this, and just scrapes off a bit of flesh.
Ew.
Adelia, you chew down on this lovely morsel of human flesh. It's not that old. And it tastes a bit like chicken, which Glamon would certainly be aware of. Right. Make me a... Since you've got wits 0, but you are... I'll make a flat d20 to the quality of your memories.
Okay. 19. They are good memories.
Yeah, you flash back to a few moments before their death, and you see this man on a little fishing trawler, maybe only him aboard as far as you can tell. It's night, it's swaying back and forth, and he's pulling in a net full of fish, staring at them, and he goes, "Hey, these again." It starts chucking them out. You notice they're all dead. All of them have died and decomposing. Many of them are floating on the surface nearby.
I won't be able to make rent next year if... Jeez, need a good haul.
Hey, what's that? And you hear the sound in the background of creaking wood. And he turns around, and you notice coming out of the murk nearby is a huge ship. This ship is much larger than his. Probably about the size of the one you came here on. And the flag flying is a black flag, the symbol of a pirate ship.
Aye, what the hell is that?
I notice that there's people on the side who are pushing barrels overboard before some of them seem to spot him and go, "Hey, down there, get him!" He quickly starts to unfurl the sail, but it's too late, and like arrows start flying around, and one of them hits him in the chest, and he just kilters over backwards into the sea.
Whew. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Is she all right?
You just see Adelia crouched down by this dead body, just making weird noises for a moment. Like doing that thing like cats in REM sleep where she's like twitching.
Tough to swallow.
I retreat a bit to the land.
What?
I've seen her do
Pirates.
this before.
You all right?
Pirates.
Yeah. Pirates. They were dumping the barrels overboard, and then they shot him with an arrow. It was a massive pirate.
Oh, the weird. I see the weird memory thing.
Blue Jay, you're muted.
Did you just eat? Did she eat that?
I ate
I
some
guess
of
that's
him.
how that works.
Did you check and see he wasn't diseased first? He's
did.
laying in the waste that has been killing people.
Different waste. This different. I did check. I checked. He was shot by an arrow. He was not infected.
I mean, you only knew he was shot by an arrow after you'd eaten the flesh.
no, she flips him over and points to the arrow.
Okay, fair enough. I'm just gonna keep an eye out for you turning into a zombie.
Not turning into a zombie roll.
You rolled a crit 20, so you feel fine.
Good.
Okay. Pirates, you say. Can you tell us anything about their ship? Was he on the ship with them, or?
No, he was fishing, and he heard the ship coming. They came out of the distance at night, and he saw them dumping the barrels over. But when they caught him, or when they saw him, they immediately shot him down. He wasn't able to get away. She'll describe the ship in as much detail as she can remember from his perspective, and large ship, the black flags. If there were any particular discerning markings on it that might make it stand out from other pirate ships, she would mention that too. But
I don't know anything about ships. You should tell Iron Hand about that.
Yeah, Ragnar, what have you? Do you know that much, or is it just your Iron Hand friend?
He's the one who knows about sailing.
I guess.
And there's just a bunch of pirates wanting to get rid of a bunch of waste.
Oh,
And death fog. You'd think that'd be valuable.
there's some there's a really big crab over here.
Crab.
wait, what?
What?
There's a
Abnormally
crab.
large crab.
A
And there's
crab
a
of
small one,
unusual
too.
size.
Very, very.
Oh, look, a dead
So
pirate.
nice.
Ooh.
And with that, we'll probably end it here for today.
Look, a
Aw.
dead pirate.
Oh, look at that pirate!
So I'm just going to quickly put a save in.
I'm glad I finally got to do the flesh eating.
I was wondering how long it would take you to flesh
cool.
eating. So,
TTF, time to flesh.
time to flesh. 2 hours, 55 minutes. So, thank you everyone for watching the first part of our Divinity Original Sin 2 GM mode campaign. I'm really looking forward to Ragnar talking to a giant crab. That's going to be fun.
You can talk to it.
Yep.
I really hope that crab wasn't always a giant crab and he's currently going through a crisis of size.
It's crab
I have
puberty, yeah.
I saw the part of the stream of this campaign originally in which they encountered the crab, so I know
Oh
what's
no! Spoilers.
To be fair, it's just a crab.
Good job
so.
with not meta-knowledging.
As per usual, we've been Roll4It. Thank you very much for watching. You can catch us over here on Sundays at 6 p.m. GMT, 10 a.m. PST now. You can also catch us here, of course, on Mondays now at 4 p.m. GMT, 8 a.m. PT. So thank you very much to our PT cast for putting up with our time zone slot.
All on me.
So early.
Yeah, blame Tuesday.
Cool, I'm going to go teach some children now.
Yeah, that's probably going to be just as difficult as dealing with our cast. So, before we go, I'm going to pull up some tip notifications and we'll go through where you can find people until next week. So, starting off with our illustrious new Blue Jay, where can we find you when you're not being a magnificent lizard wizard?
When I'm not being a magnificent lizard wizard, you can find me on twitch.tv/bluejay, where I am playing Divinity. I sometimes draw in coloring books, sometimes read books aloud, and sometimes I'm going to build some Legos soon. It's going to be great. You can also find me on twitch.tv/Roll20 app, where I'm playing The Burning Wheel, or on twitch.tv/DND, where I'm playing Tomb of Annihilation. And yeah, I'll be playing some of the non-GM mode of Divinity later today.
There you go. And I think we must have got the link in chat. So, Bentham, where can we find you until next week?
I am Bentham, and my YouTube channel is Mangleport Gaming, and that is where you can find me, where I play lots of indie games such as Factorio. I've got a series going on at the moment where that's some live stream VODs that I'm doing with Peachy Pixelate from our Star Trek series that preceded this one. And I'm also playing Kingdoms and Castles and Cosmoteer and other stuff like that as it comes along. And I streamed Spintar's Mud Runner recently, and that was nice. And I can stream now. It now works, so there'll be more of that coming. Factorio and other games like that. That's what I'm doing.
Awesome. Lauren, where can I find you?
You can find me streaming on my own channel, twitch.tv/randomtwoos. Or if you want to find me on the other side of the table as a GM, I'm GMing a tabletop RPG called Leviathan Distant Stars. It is Stars Without Number space opera. And that is on Geek Space TV on Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. Pacific time. So very opposite the current schedule of this show. And then I'm on Layla the Vampire Slayer on Roll4It on Sundays. And this week was a doozy. So I'm sure next week will go great for everyone.
Yeah, nothing bad will happen next week. What could possibly go wrong with the current situation?
No, strategically, it's magic and everything.
Yep. So, Josh, where can we find you?
You can find me being angry at EE for killing my fictional boyfriend.
Spoilers!
Spoilers!
Killing your fictional boyfriend.
Good point. I won't spoil anything.
We already did.
It might not have happened. Anyway, Gaming FTL, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. I stream on Tuesday evenings. I make videos about experimenting with fun games like Nimbatus, in which you can make AI drones to do fighting and mining tasks, which is a lot of fun. So check me out on YouTube. And I also make campaign vlogs of the stories that we create here on Strange Adventures. But I am playing my Switch a lot, which means no spare time for that at the moment.
I really want you to record last night's episode, vlog immediately afterwards, and have you cry in it.
True, but also Mario Odyssey is pretty great.
It's like heart-wrenching feelings, Mario Odyssey.
I don't know, Maggie cried 3 times during the show. It was amazing.
Ignoring my feelings with happy-go-lucky Mario, or embracing them by recording it's...
The trick is cut your feelings out and have none of them.
I go with that.
Yeah.
You go to your dark place.
What if I live in my dark place?
It's called life sometimes.
That's what it's all about. As for myself, you can catch me over at youtube.com/Enter where I have 2 videos a day. Currently, mostly Stellaris, where we're playing as fish robots, and also Bomber Crew, where we are going and doing some bobbly-headed bomber crew management games, and I get to go, yes, there, chaps, tally-ho, quite a lot. Also, you can catch me over at twitch.tv/Wrestling. I'll be doing a load of streaming this week. Particularly, I'll be doing a sponsored stream for Mass Effect 3, since this is N7 week. It's 10 years since the first Mass Effect came out. And that will be at 2 or 3 p.m. GMT. It needs to be confirmed yet. For 8 hours, I'll be playing Mass Effect 3 on Thursday. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, I'll be streaming on Saturday, as I usually do. I think I'm streaming Saturday, yes. And of course, then back here on Sunday. So, let's read some tips, and then we will be off. So, first tip. The first blog, 3280. Love the work, George E.E. Martin. Roll Evil. Also, Divinity Hype. Hopecast finds hidden NPC. # blue hair. Thank you very much, first blog.
Hidden NPC. Spoilers.
You found it. It's a cat.
Ah.
Then Grinny Weasley. $20. Blue hair. Don't care, fellas.
Thank you, Grinny.
Thank you.
Thank you.
VO 5100. 314. Oh, what? Sorry?
VO 5100.
VO 5100. $3.14. Enjoy the tasty pie. Thank you very much. Then Reborn Neo, $11.59. Yes, put this towards the Blue Fund. And then Digital Zero, $250. Blue hair for the win.
Thank you.
Okay.
I think that is the
doing
correct
it.
response.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
yeah, thank you. Then HC Dead Meat, $65.60, hashtag blue hair. People really want us to have blue hair, like, okay.
Apparently
Did
so.
they cover pretty much the cost of this episode today?
Yes, they did.
Yes, yes.
Well done.
Thank you, everyone who've paid for this episode. Then $15 from Cloud. Here's my bit. Looking forward to that blue hair. All the loves, everyone. Thank you very much, Cloud. Panzox ACV, $2. I'm blue. Dabba D. Roll hype. Thank you very much. Icevol, $25. Blue are the words I say, and what I think. Blue are the feelings that live inside me. I'm blue. Dabba dee, dabba die, 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 dabba dee, dabba die. Kappa. Thank you. And then H said Dead Meat again, $65.60. Blue hair, blue hair, blue hair, blue hair, blue hair, blue hair, blue hair. All hashtagged. Thank you very much. H said Dead Meat. And then Pie Lord, $3.14. Good show, guys. Enjoy the pie. And I think we just had another one. We had number 2. Tanonin, $6.58. Blue for the Blue God. Thank you very much. And the Unspeakable, $30. I'm so sad I missed the last night. Imogen is so getting hit with incident exposure. Blue for all. Thank you very much. I know it's Unspeakable. It's not Unspeakable. It's Unspeakable now. It's been changed. Yeah.
I don't understand.
Really? They changed their name?
Yeah, it's Unspeakable.
I have read that name on tips several times on Leviathan, and I have not noticed that.
No, it's been Unspeakable for ages. It's now Unspeakable. I had to do like a triple take. But thank you very much to everyone. We are going to discuss in the after show we're getting
How
more
are we
tips.
going to die this?
How we're going to die this, yeah.
How do you want to do
Go in.
this?
Wait,
no.
is that
How do you want to die?
how do you?
No, then we had the Unspeakable $5.99 with the message 3 rations for Sandeep. And Reborn Neo, $10, blew it. Thank you very much. You are all insane. We're going to go do the after show.
Yeah, we have to end this at some point, right?
At some point. I guess if the tips keep coming, they'll go in the after show because this is the same overlay, but we won't. We're going to stop speaking them out now. But thank you, everyone. We're going to go and do an after show, which is going to consist of mostly talking about hair care. So thank you very much, everyone. We'll be back next time on Monday. We'll also have Layla the Vampire Slayer on Sundays. And, of course, catch all of our VODs on youtube.com/roll4it. Or go check out the conversation at reddit.com/r/roll4it. Or just go to the wiki and add stuff for all our characters. Or read up on certain characters at Wikia. Just Google Wikia, Roll4it. There. Or the link will be in chat. But until next time, may the dice roll ever in your favor.